It is on right now. Oh my god, I hate some of these things. Anyway, I'm pressing new stream. Alright, it is live. Hello and welcome to the second episode of the 10 Shadows podcast. We are reacting to the Swagkage versus Noodles. We're finishing off that debate. Hopefully we finish it off today. I don't necessarily want it to be a part 3, but I guess we'll try. I'm your host, Dear Sama, the owner of the 10 Shadows podcast, and I got Raid here today, and a whole new person named Frankie. Raid, could you please introduce yourself?
Yo, what's up, stream? What's up? What's up? Big Raid here, back at it. I'm gonna keep reacting to this debate. We're gonna see what goes down, see the arguments, give our thoughts. Yeah, nice to be here.
Frankie, the new guy, would you like to introduce yourself, or are you shy?
Yeah, what's up? I was on mute, but yeah, I wasn't here for the last stream, but I know the two YouTubers well. I know I'm familiar with the topic, and yeah, hopefully can add a lot to this part 2 of the stream. Pretty excited.
All right, without further ado, let's get straight into it.
Itachi. We agreed on that before the debate started, right? Like, yeah, it's beginning of shippuden Itachi. Yeah. Okay, so this is beginning of shippuden Itachi, right? Mm-hmm. All right, I'm sorry that I'm about to have to do you like this, bro, but can you prove that beginning of shippuden Itachi has the Yatamira and Totsuka play?
Yeah, he has it. Why wouldn't he?
No, that is a baseless assumption. Like, you have to prove, because
you think he found it in that time frame?
Why not?
I assumed. I said in the beginning of the debate that he gets all of his abilities.
No. I didn't. No, you didn't. You didn't say he gets all of his abilities.
So you're saying if he does have this, he just bodies?
No, well, let's establish whether or not he has the Yatamira or the Totsuka blade.
All the abilities he has when he's sick, he's just not gonna die immediately. That's verbatim what I said.
No, I said something like that. That's what I said.
Well, that's just being like disingenuous wording then on your part. If you're just saying
something
like that.
I did not.
So did you agree to that or not?
No, I did not agree to him. Also, the Yatamira and Totsuka blade aren't abilities; they're tools.
I specifically, it is still his thing though. It's like his ability to use the Susanoo.
I'll give you Yata and Totsuka if it's the Uchiha hideout, but if it's at the beginning of Shippuden, there's literally no.
We can do Uchiha hideout then. That's fine. We don't need to begin.
Well, that completely changes the Amaterasu thing then, because he only has 5 of those before he goes blind.
He didn't just use 5.
Yeah, he did.
He also used tons of fireball jutsus. He used the Susanoo.
Yeah,
but
I'm not talking about his chakra. I'm not talking about his chakra. He used 1 Tsukuyomi and 5 Amaterasu, and then he went blind.
The way he so yeah, for one, it is relevant to his chakra, and you're talking about him going blind or whatever. Even if he only has 5 uses of it, he can still cover the battlefield in 1 use, like when he uses it against Sasuke. So it doesn't change the argument I made earlier.
But the Preta Path can just absorb that, like I said. Like,
yeah, we went through that about whether or not he was fast enough to absorb it and things like that. But either way, so okay, just to be clear,
and he doesn't cover the battlefield.
Let me clarify this.
No, let me say something else. First of all, he did not immediately attempt to cover the battlefield.
It covered a big area quickly, like within one page.
But he shot it directly at the dog. When they fought in Edo versus Edo, he shot it directly at the dog. Yeah, but it covered the whole dog. But I'm saying he shot it.
Yes.
One thing I wanted to point out about Swag's argument was that basically, right? He presented that like if it's Uchiha hideout, then Itachi only gets 5 Amaterasus and 1 Tsukuyomi before he goes blind. So he also used the Susanoo before he went blind.
And also he also put power into power into Sasuke as well at that time, towards the end as well.
He used the Tosca blade on him and stuff.
Yeah. And I don't know if people would consider it. He also technically put Kodo Maska, whatever the fuck they call it. He put the crow in Naruto. I don't necessarily know if that's like gonna like cost like a fair bit of chakra.
That was in a different altercation.
Oh yeah, I guess it depends on how close together it is.
Yeah.
Oh, continue.
Directly at the dog, which means he's gonna have to use one of his 5 Amaterasu. He only used 5 against Sasuke before he went blind.
He also used the
He's gonna have to use one of his.
Think about this, right?
5 Amaterasu. He only gets 5. Okay, so let's say he gets 6 Amaterasu. Then he's gonna have to use. If he doesn't use Tsukuyomi, he gets 6 Amaterasu. He can use one of them on the dog, and then that's down to 5. Okay, and then there's still
quick.
6
You're
paths of
misinterpreting
pain
what's
that he has to
happening
deal
when
with.
he's using the Amaterasu. He doesn't get 5 uses of it. The way that Itachi was fighting during that fight, think of it like this, right? He had his Mangekyo active the entire time, so it's constantly draining chakra just from having it active. Itachi says this in part 2. So what he's doing when he fights Sasuke, I'm not done.
It's not about the
Hold on, real quick,
chakra. It's about the blindness.
real
No,
quick.
but I'm just prepping you so that you don't.
But him having his eyes
it's not about
open,
the chakra.
him having the Mangekyo would blind him as well, just having it activated. Like, it's just using your eyes too much, and if his eyes are active, that's using his eyes. That's
well,
it.
okay.
So let me explain.
So
let me explain my argument real quick before we go any further.
Sure, go for it.
I think you can agree to that regardless. But what I'm gonna say is that the Amaterasu, the way he was using it during that fight, is as if he was intentionally stamina draining his eye. Like he was intentionally focusing behind Sasuke the entire time they were fighting. He was missing all of his Amaterasu. He was doing like a constant stream of fire going behind Sasuke. He was using it as if, like, imagine he has like a mana bar and his mana bar is just draining because of the way he's using Amaterasu. He does not have to fight that way against Pain. He could just instantly focus on all of them and get them.
No, he can't. They all stand in separate spots.
It doesn't matter. He doesn't have
and
to.
If he attacks all of them at once, Shinra Tensei will both nullify it.
Even if they're like standing in different spots, he doesn't have to intentionally cast Amaterasu flowing behind them all. Like he was only doing that to Sasuke because he was holding back. That was like way overusing his Amaterasu, and the only reason he was doing that, like fighting this way, was so he could.
He literally can't hit them all at once with an AOE though, because he doesn't do that to the fucking dog when he fights Nagato.
The dog is instantly completely lit on fire when he hits him, bro.
Yeah, and you know who isn't? Nagato, by the same attack.
Nagato was on the bird.
Which means he can't hit them both at the same time.
Nagato was on the bird.
Yeah, I know, and he can't hit them both at the same time. So if the pains move apart, Itachi can't hit them all at once.
I'm not saying that he's going to hit them all at the same exact time. I do think he can cover the battlefield, which will affect them all at some point or another.
But 5 of them bitches.
Hold on.
5.
No, it's not 5, because he's constantly using the Amaterasu behind Sasuke, draining his mana bar. This is the reason I made that argument.
Wait, what? No, he just uses 5 Amaterasus.
You have a very simplistic way of understanding the Amaterasu. It's not like he's just using, like, not all Amaterasus are born the same. I know that's a funny way of wording it, but it's like
talking about what is this crazy assumption shit?
It's not an assumption. I'll explain it. You can use an Amaterasu that's massive, right? Like Sasuke lighting the entire 8 Tails on fire, or like him lighting the whole forest on fire, or you can just make a tiny little fire with it. You know what I mean? So it's like, if he can
you prove that those don't drain his eyes like the same way?
You think that a little tiny Amaterasu versus using a massive Amaterasu have the same strain on his eyes?
They might. Why not?
That's just ludicrous. But either way,
why would it be ludicrous? There are benefits to using both.
I don't think there's benefits to using both. In that regard, like I think that using a tiny fire here is not.
He accidentally lit Karin on fire with the giant one that engulfed B, right?
Yeah, and then he puts it out.
Right. So that is a benefit of using a smaller one. That wouldn't have happened.
You think that, like, okay, let's put it to you this way. So you think that him using the Amaterasu in the way he did, where it's flowing behind him, is doing less eye strain than him just creating a little fire?
Wait, what? Sorry, can you repeat that?
So like him flowing the Amaterasu behind Sasuke is just creating is the same amount of strain as creating a little fire.
Okay, so
I think
I
it
gotta
uses
ask
significantly
you.
less chakra, so I would
Gotta ask you. I
intuitively
gotta
say
ask you.
that it would not be the same. Go ahead.
I gotta ask you a question back then, bro, because you said that was what he was gonna try to do to defeat Pain.
Yeah,
right?
he
Is
could
try
cover the
to do
battlefield
one
in
of
one
these
use.
big ass battlefield.
Yeah.
You know, just like fucking flamethrower type shit.
Yeah, I think he could do that. He does it.
You think that wouldn't blind him?
No.
If it causes more strain on his eyes?
We saw him do it and he wasn't blind.
He saw. Okay, here, hold on. Let's get the scan of every time he uses a Matarasu so that we can understand.
You can do
the
that if you
nature.
want. I'm not doing all that. But either way,
All right, Six, would you do me a favor and grab every Amaterasu scan for this man?
Either way,
I'm only doing that if Noodle says I can.
No, I'm not doing. I don't.
6 is just like fuck my life.
Bro had to grab all the Amaterasu scans.
Yeah,
That's just funny.
100%.
I don't care about that. Like I don't care. Like if you want to go grab every instance, I don't really think that's. I don't think it's progressive to the debate. So no.
I think it's extremely. Okay, I guess I'll do it then.
Yeah, you can do it if you want to. But
do you at least have the chapter numbers for me, Six?
I have a
For,
couple of the
Sasuke
instances where
versus
he does it
Itachi.
too.
The fight starts 384 and they go outside on 389. So
Okay.
Bro, the Six was like, fucking, thank fucking I'm gonna find them.
I just think that it's kind of pointless because we already know the uses he has of the Amaterasu. There's one for you.
That one's getting bigger as it goes out, though, just because it's like.
I know. I'm not talking about that. Someone that lit it out. I'm talking about like you can see there's like 3 different spurts of Amaterasu there, right? And then there's like a stream
No, it just
behind
uses
Sasuke.
it once.
Like
He uses it once and it gets caught on the ground there.
Like, do you remember when
why.
Sasuke fought B? It doesn't get caught on the ground. What are you talking about?
Yeah, there's like a little rock thing where it like splooges off a little bit.
No, it's above the rock.
No, it like goes through the
What?
fucking. Hold on, I gotta look at this shit again. This is so stupid.
I know. What are you talking about? It's
There's
like
a very,
on the
there's a
rock.
very goofy thing that we gotta
It's
talk
like
about now.
you can see the path in the top right panel. It's going over the rock. Like, look at the top right. Like it's going over.
Zooming in. No, you're right. I agree.
Yeah. It's not. It's like you see how it's getting closer to like the R perspective. Yeah, but anyway,
I still don't
like
think
doing
that
3 different
necessarily
spurts.
proves it's more than one use.
Well, I'm saying is look at Itachi's eye strain. The more he uses it, the more he's like focusing that stream. You see how much more blood is coming out than if he just did it like once and stopped. It's because he's having to focus with the Mangekyo the whole way. So it should just be intuitively reasonable to both of us that the more he's holding this Mangekyo out and the more
No. I can agree with this. I can agree with this. Yeah. So let me see. So that's 3 shots. Okay, we got. I just want to establish how many Mangekyo shots Itachi has before he goes blind.
Here I got another one.
He's probably gonna need to use these big ol' AOE Amaterasus, right?
Here, here's another one. This is where he actually hits Sasuke, and then he also puts it out after this too.
Yeah.
So there's 5 already.
Uh-huh.
6, if you want to grab another one just to make it faster, we can. Just grab like 2 or 3 more. Like there's other instances where he uses it. Like
6 just say in
there's
chat,
only-
these
there's
fellas tell me
one-
not to grab the scans, then send all the
I
scans.
didn't say, fellas.
I
There's
had them.
only one
Yeah.
before this, and
This is the one where he does the fireball jutsu, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
He does a big one with the fireball jutsu. So there's 6, and then there's another one that's 7. So there's 7 uses right there. And
Why would
he's
he not be
he's
doing these
continuously
like
straining.
mega? Why would he not be doing these like mega Amaterasu blasts against Pain? Like, why would he be holding back against Pain?
I think he would do a mega. Like I
literally.
literally argued he would cover the battlefield in it, and I don't think that the one path even has the time to absorb it.
Oh yeah, he does, but we talked about that already, so
Yeah.
we can stay off the speed shit because we'll be on that.
Well, I have
forever.
one more speed point I want to make later that's not really relevant to this, but it'll come up when we talk about the Tsukiyame. What I do want to bring up now is we were talking about the Shinra Tensei a minute ago, right? You were arguing the Shinra Tensei could work on Itachi. Do you agree now that the Yadomir would just reflect it back at Pain and knock the shit out
I
of
don't
him?
know if it would necessarily reflect it because what Naruto did was like physically overpowered Pain. So I don't know if I would agree that it would reflect it, but I do agree that it probably but I agree that the Yadomir would block Shinra Tensei. But
if it blocks it, it
again,
will repel him.
so if we're using Yadomir Itachi, that's Uchiha Hideout Itachi, right? Like we're in agreement there that it's not start of Shippuden.
Yeah, we
Itachi.
can switch to that. I didn't realize that you were gonna try and like use this like weird disingenuous wording, like where we're like not
It was
using all of his abilities.
disingenuous. I didn't think it was
cheeky.
disingenuous.
It was cheeky. Admit that.
It was a little bit cheeky.
Okay,
it was
that's
supposed to be
that's what I'm
funny.
saying.
It was
understand.
supposed to be funny,
I
but
don't like it
wasn't
when
trying
people
to
do
rat
that kind
on
of
you.
stuff to me though. It's just irritating because like I'm trying to have like legit debate. But yeah, anyway,
Okay.
what I'm gonna say is like it would reflect it because the fact that Naruto just like didn't move by it, that alone reflected it. So if it blocks it at all, like that's what Naruto did.
was like swinging into it.
This is Naruto put his tails in the ground and stood his ground. That's how he blocked it.
No, didn't he swing his arm at it?
No, like he literally like when he
Hold
sees
on, I
pains
gotta
about the
see
Shinra
this shit
Tensei, he
again.
sticks his tails in the ground just like to like burrow in. That's like you can see it's like the pitter patter shots where his tails start like digging in the ground. It's really clear in the anime.
Yeah, and then he literally says yee yee.
Yeah, you see what I'm saying?
He goes yee yee her, and then he fucking blows that shit back.
Yeah,
Okay.
exactly.
It still does look like he's trying to lunge forward though. I don't know if the Yatamir would do the same thing.
I do think that was correct. That all he did was just slam his arm in the ground, and then like he just reflected it back.
Yeah. It was really a matter of just Naruto and the Six Tails being physically strong enough to just deflect that back of pain and not like be moved back because obviously he was able to hold his ground with his things in the ground. Susanoo be like Yatamir should be able to accomplish the same thing.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, I understand that like you may think that it won't do it, but like the fact is like just resisting it at all does already make it recoil. So not only does it just blocking it make it recoil, but the Yatamir itself will reflect any attack. Any attack.
What I think we can agree on, regardless, is that the Yatamir will block Shinra Tensei. Like I'm granting that.
Yeah, I think it'll reflect it too, though.
Can you prove that the Yatamir would block Chibaku Tensei? Because I don't think there's any reasonable...
Let me finish this before we go into Chibaku Tensei.
Sure.
So the reason this is relevant is because when Pain goes to use Shinra Tensei against Itachi, you know that there's like a 5-second interval where he can't use it again, right?
Yeah.
Okay. What happens in that 5 seconds after he blocks the Shinra Tensei? When Itachi locks onto him at the speed of light, like has so much speed in his reaction and focus speed that he locks onto him at the speed of light and Amaterasu's him in his focus.
Well, first of all, he wouldn't necessarily run up to the Yatamir and Shinra Tensei. He could just see the big ass Susanoo and start running away.
It don't matter.
No, but he could just start running away to outlast Itachi. Who's sick.
It don't matter when he uses it like you said he was, and it gets blocked.
No. I never said he would use it on the Yatamir. I said
I'm not saying he would, but that's what Itachi's response would be to the Shinra Tensei. That's what he would block.
Yeah, but you're saying but you're making like an active claim about what would happen after. I'm just saying he's not necessarily going to use it at all anyway.
You don't think he'll use the Shinra Tensei?
Offensively, no. I think he'll use it defensively.
So if he uses it defensively, let's say like Itachi's pressuring him with some of his ninjutsu, like fireball,
like
and
with
stuff.
Amaterasu.
Sure, he could use one of his uses of Amaterasu right there. Like let's say he uses it right then. What stops him from doing it at light speed again to Pain and incinerating him with his light speed focus?
So they're like characters that move at light speed and shit. That like the 5-second thing, like it doesn't like here. Hold on, there's
matters.
Like so many examples
like,
of Pain.
I'll put it to you this way: there was a moment during the Pain fight when Naruto gets his Rasen Shuriken blocked by the Shinra Tensei, right? Like he blocks the Shinra Tensei with the Rasen Shuriken. And what immediately happens after that, and one of Naruto's clones comes down and slams the dog shit out of the Naraka path. If he actually misplayed there. He misplayed because if instead of killing the Naraka path right there, he could have got Tendo.
Not Tendo though. Not Tendo.
He could have got Tendo though, is what I'm arguing. If he would have chose
the 5-second shit is just weird, bro, because
he had enough time to hit him in that time frame though.
So you're saying he misplayed by hitting Naraka when the reason could have been that he didn't have enough time to.
I can tell you why he picked the Naraka path. They actually.
It was because he didn't want it to revive.
Katsuyu specifically told him that he should get rid of that path because it's reviving the others. So I actually think that's a misplay though, because like you said, it's not really the combat path. So like. What's funny is like if he would have just like they were right next to each other, so there was nothing stopping his clone from just double Rasenganing the.
I do think that if Tendo gets taken out, and the rest of the fight is kind of like a much easier fight, because like the hardest path is Tendo.
Yeah. It's the one Nagato like focuses the most on as well because it's just his best friend.
Yeah,
So
yeah, definitely,
he wants to preserve that body as much as possible, most likely.
100%.
Fuck out of Tendo.
I don't want to
But-
get fucking like bogged down in speed again. So we're saying that Itachi fucking shoots Amaterasu.
He can focus at the speed of light.
He shoots Amaterasu at the fucking Tendo, and Tendo blows it away. Then what I would just say is
Hit
Prada
Amaterasu
comes
again.
in and absorbs it. Yeah, Prada comes in and absorbs it, right? So this
Well, this
doesn't
is-
really move the needle at all. No,
Okay.
this doesn't, because we're
I'll
just
say
stuck
this:
on the
there's
same
no
shit
proof
as
that
Prada
that
versus
other
Amaterasu.
path could get in the way at light speed. There's no proof of that.
The Rasen Shuriken runs alongside Laser Circus.
You mean the KCM Rasen Shuriken, the one that's stated to be stronger than when he fought Pain?
Well, the thing about that is you said that the Rasen Shuriken doesn't scale to the user.
I said it's not provably scaling to the user.
No, but
Even
if it doesn't scale to the user, it's at least light speed because it travels.
There's no proof that it
alongside
didn't get
Laser
faster
Circus.
too, though. Why wouldn't like if his base physicals, like you're saying that he was
This
throwing
is
the
so
Rasen-
ass, bro.
It's ass 'cause you made an
this
ass
is
point.
ratty.
No,
this
it's not
is
ratty. It's just
bro.
truth. It's just
So
facts,
okay,
bro.
you're saying it doesn't scale to the user, and then because Naruto got faster and stronger, the Rasen Shuriken got faster and stronger.
Those two things
But it
can
doesn't
hold on, those things
scale
aren't
to
mutually
Naruto?
exclusive. Like those two
Yes,
things.
they are.
No, those two things can happen at the same time. Like
Yeah,
both
pause that.
Naruto and the Rasen Shuriken.
Yep.
Yeah, News is about to go into it, so I won't really say much. But yeah, Swag just doesn't really understand how those two things can coexist.
Definitely. And like on top of that, like your body has mass and like a jutsu, like it's probably gonna have less mass. Like chakra's gonna straight up have less mass than like what your body has.
Yeah, depend. Yeah, I guess depending on the jutsu, how dense the chakra.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, and it depends on what it is as well.
Yeah.
Shuriken got faster, and it still doesn't scale even after it got faster. Naruto also is getting faster. His physical speed is getting faster. So that means they're like both, like the Rasen Shuriken is below his speed when he's fighting in Sage mode, right? It can still be below his speed when he's fighting in KCM, but still faster than the previous moment when he throws it at Pain in Sage mode. That's totally possible. In fact, that is what's happening.
No, you have to prove that.
I just did. You like it stated
No,
that
you
he's,
have
it
to-
stated
no,
that
no,
he's
no, no,
stronger
no,
when he
no,
fought Pain.
no.
Hey, I can give you a new
Right,
argument. You want a new
and
argument for why
you
it's
just
faster?
argued that the Rasen Shuriken.
You want a new
doesn't
argument for
scale
why
to
it's
his
faster?
speed.
Naruto is stated to have got stronger, and he's also moving at
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh gosh, yeah, keep it going.
the fastest he ever did because he did specific training to increase his travel speed to get on Minato's level, which he wasn't previously. And then he finally gets this
Why does
insane
this
travel
increase
speed.
the speed of the Rasen Shuriken that doesn't
Because
scale
you
to
were
him?
arguing earlier that he throws it, so it scales to his physical speed.
Yeah, I was arguing that.
So
but
by
you were
your
arguing
logic,
that it doesn't.
it should be faster too.
But you were arguing that it doesn't scale to him, so I am referencing your
So-
argument
so-
now back at you.
But hold on, it doesn't matter if you reference my argument.
I'm just telling you to stay consistent.
It doesn't matter if you reference my argument. From your perspective, you would agree that
No.
You don't want to talk
no.
about your perspective?
No, I do.
Yeah, Swag's kind of contradicting his earlier argument.
Yeah, Noodles already provided why his previous argument could coexist. Yeah. Like the Rasen Shuriken not directly scaling to Naruto, and then Naruto's obviously the Rasen Shuriken is based on how hard he can throw it, right? So if Naruto does get stronger, right?
Yeah.
The Rasen Shuriken would thereby be faster than the previous Rasen Shuriken. Though in each case, the Rasen Shuriken doesn't necessarily scale to Naruto's Taijutsu speed. So
Yeah, definitely.
But what I'm
Then
saying,
tell
so
me.
wait, are you conceding the point or not?
All I said was when we were talking about the previous one, there's no proof that it moves at the same speed.
So do you think that it scales to Naruto or not?
I don't think it scales to Naruto. There's no proof of it. So why would I think
then it should be the same. So then it's the fucking same.
I don't think
This
it
is
scales
so-
to Naruto
okay.
and KCM either.
You don't see how you're folding right now?
No,
It
it's
moves
not
alongside
folding.
Laser Circus
faster
when
then.
KCM Naruto throws it. Why is it faster though? If it doesn't scale to
'Cause he's
Naruto, why
throwing
is
it.
Naruto getting faster?
I think his throw speed is relevant. I never said that his throw speed wasn't relevant. What I said was his throw speed can be slower than his other kinds of speed, like his combat speed. That was the reason
Yeah.
I brought up his
Pause
combat.
it.
His type.
Yeah.
Like, look at the stream, bro. D1 says Noodles getting clapped just like I did him.
D1.
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 Yo. He showed up for the stream.
W.
That's funny.
Number one entertainer, but one of the worst debaters.
I think he's not
Jutsu
that bad.
speed
I think he's
earlier.
pretty
I
good.
think
Yeah. I guess it's just the way he carries on stream like makes me think of him as like a worse debater.
Mm.
Like it really hinders your rhetorical effectiveness when you're doing that sort of stuff. When you're basically spurring on stream, yeah. It really hinders your rhetorical.
Maybe. Yeah. It I don't know. It definitely doesn't help anything. That's what I'll say about it. Definitely doesn't help anything.
Yeah, yeah. Like it's entertaining to me. Like I laugh at it.
Yeah, it's definitely entertaining.
Yeah.
Jutsu speed can totally be faster than your throw speed. But the fact is, his throw speed is still being amplified by the KCM cloak, so it would be moving faster by your same argument. And it doesn't go against my argument because I never said that the throw speed didn't matter. I did say it mattered. No, I never said the throw speed didn't matter, so it doesn't go against my argument. It doesn't even.
Wait, what do you mean?
Like, I never once stated that his throwing strength or his pitching ability does not matter. It does matter, but the fact is, I'm questioning whether his pitching speed is the equivalent to his taijutsu speed or not.
I'm just saying
That's
that you're
what I'm
contradicting
questioning.
yourself.
I
I'm just saying that you're
explained how that's not the
contradicting
case, though.
yourself, no, you said the reason why the Rasen Shuriken would be faster is because Naruto said he got stronger, but if it doesn't scale to him, it doesn't matter.
I know. I said I don't think it scales to him because there's no proof.
Then Naruto being stronger is completely irrelevant, and you can't prove that the Rasen Shuriken is any faster, so we can just assume that it's the same speed.
What I'm saying is you can't just assume it's the same speed. That is a horrible assumption because he's got faster, so you can't say his pitching speed is the same. I never once said in this whole debate, and chat can quote me on this, anybody in this chat or in this text or this arena VC right now can quote this if they want to. I never once stated that his pitch speed was not relevant. I didn't say that. What I said is that his taijutsu speed could be faster than his.
Wait, I just realized something. Did Nate ban D1 just for what he said in the chat?
Damn.
Rasen Shuriken. And what I mean by that is that's in reference to the pitch. No, we're not. You're just realizing that I'm right on this. You're realizing I'm right.
No. I'm not. No, I'm. Oh my god, no.
Let me explain it. No, this is relevant,
no. I'm just gonna say the same thing back to you.
Well, if you say the same thing back, then you're doing ad nauseum. You don't actually have a proper counter argument. Like I don't feel like you actually understand what I'm saying. I'm saying that this pitch speed, like you understand the pitch speed is relevant, right? Like I agree that the pitch speed is relevant. Do you agree that his pitch speed is relevant for the Rasen Shuriken?
What the fuck?
Like how fast he can pitch the Rasen Shuriken. Like, do you agree that's relevant? Because you argued it earlier. I agree it's relevant.
You actually did say it wasn't relevant earlier. You said that his throwing strength. No, you did. I'm pretty sure you did say that the throwing strength that was.
I said it's not equivalent to his taijutsu speed or his other combat speed.
I'm pretty sure you said it wasn't relevant.
You're wrong.
But like what I'm highlighting
let's hypothetically say it then. Let's say I didn't say that earlier. Let's say I didn't say that just because we don't have the recording on hand.
We can go back. Wait.
I just want to progress the argument. If we can't progress the argument, if we're just going to beef about what was said and what wasn't said, the recording will tell if I said it or not. What I'm going to say to you is, though, if I didn't say that the pitch speed wasn't irrelevant, listen,
that's a crazy thing to say because it's really important whether or not
I know it's important, but the recording will tell that. People will be able to see this in recording, and I'll even, if you want, I will go back and timestamp. I will go back and timestamp that moment when this was talked about, okay? So, what I said was in that moment, and I remember it clear as day, I said combat speed can be different than his Rasen Shuriken speed. That's what I was arguing. And by Rasen Shuriken speed, I'm talking about his pitch speed of the Rasen Shuriken. His pitch speed can be enhanced by the Caesium cloak. It's still his physical speed. It's just not inherently scaling to his taijutsu speed or some other kind of travel speed. It's not inherently relevant to that. Do you agree that that could be the case?
Yeah,
Okay.
sure, I guess.
Okay, so if you agree that's the case, then it's a fact that if as long as I didn't say that earlier, it is a fact that this Rasen Shuriken is is being amped and does not scale to light speed in the pain arc. If I didn't say that earlier, basically.
Okay, what is your scaling for light speed Itachi? I mean, I don't even think we need to do this
There's a couple
cross-verse
things.
shit. I think that we need to do like the inverse shit is. But okay,
This is
yeah, sure.
inverse
Go
stuff.
ahead and give me.
This
yeah,
is all
so
the feats
go
I'm
ahead
about
and
to
get,
reference
go
are
ahead and
inverse.
give me the light speed Itachi argument.
There's a couple things. So firstly, he reacts to the Kirin, which is stated to be light speed. He blocks it point blank while near dead and also blind.
He reacts to it, but that's not the same as. Why would his Amaterasu be light speed?
His Amaterasu is based on his reaction speed. Wherever his eyes focus is where the Amaterasu appears. So he could focus on pain at light speed.
But following your logic from earlier, the Amaterasu might not be as fast as he is, and it definitely might not be as fast as his reaction.
So do you think that the Amaterasu doesn't change speeds?
What do you mean?
So is it relevant to his speed or not? Like, do you think the Amaterasu has its own level of speed, like it never changes throughout the series, or do you think it scales to the user?
It might, because Sasuke is able to move out
Which
of the
one
way
do you
of it
think
after
it is?
his. I don't think that that's necessarily like relevant, right?
You're
I think
arguing
that
it, so it has to be relevant.
No, I'm telling you that what your perspective on this is what's important, because you were saying earlier that the Rasen Shuriken doesn't scale to Naruto speed, and I'm saying that if that's the case, then the Amaterasu doesn't necessarily scale to Itachi.
I understand you're saying it doesn't necessarily scale. What I'm asking you is
based on
your
what
opinion.
you
Do
were
you think
saying
it's because you said earlier? Yeah, I know based on what I said earlier, but what you said earlier was that the Amaterasu could have been faster as an Edo.
Yeah.
So is it faster or no?
Yeah, it could be faster when Itachi's Edo.
It could be faster.
Yes, it could be.
You said it was faster.
No. I said it could be. I never said that it was. I said that it could
we'll
be.
fact check that later. But either way, so it could scale. It might not scale. So I'll give an instance for both things, right? If it does scale to Itachi's speed, because like all that it's stated requires from Zetsu, like Black Zetsu says this while he's monologuing to himself, and Black Zetsu's like one of the smartest characters in the series. So what he says is all that needs to happen is as Itachi's eyes just have to focus on pain, and the flames will appear. Itachi's focus is light speed. It is.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
But why does the Amaterasu? Because Sasuke moves out of the way.
It says it activates based on Itachi's focus. What do you mean Sasuke moves out the way? Itachi wasn't trying to actually kill him.
Yeah, I guess that's true. No. You're right. You're right. You got me on that. For a second, I forgot that Itachi was fucking nerfing himself fighting Sasuke.
Okay,
but
so
I have something else to say, right? Like I can get pain over light speed.
Well, okay, you can get pain over light speed, but real quick before we get to that scaling,
Yeah.
Do you agree? Okay, well, I guess that is kind of you agreeing. So get pain to light speed. Yeah, go ahead.
Water bullet from part 1 is light speed, right?
You mean Itachi's water bullet?
Yeah, Itachi's water fang bullet, right? Yeah.
I'm not for sure. Why is it light speed?
It says it in the data book, right?
I don't remember.
Let me look up.
Water bullet.
Water fang bullet light speed. Yeah, the data book goes as far as calling Itachi's water fang bullet light speed. I was looking through this shit. Bullets at the speed of light, which Kakashi reacts to, and then Pain reacts to Kakashi. So,
what did he react to it with?
He reacted with his own water attack, and Raikiri makes him
you mean in the
faster,
fight that
and Pain
Itachi's
reacts
holding back in?
Okay.
You mean that fight?
This picture that I just sent, right?
You mean the fight where
Hey,
Itachi's essentially holding back?
Let me finish. This picture that I just sent, right? The one, are you looking at it on stream?
Yeah, I'm looking at it.
From the water, bullets at the speed of light. And then it shows that picture. So we can assume that in this picture, the bullets are coming at light speed.
No, I don't think that at all. What I think it's actually saying is...
No,
I don't, because he's holding back, and also he's not coming from a blind
He can be
spot.
holding back, and the bullets can be coming out at the speed of light. This is the only time it's ever been shown.
So you think he's faster than the speed of light, then?
Sure, unquantifiably, whatever.
Okay, so can you prove that pain?
Itachi is also faster than light.
Okay, hold on. Firstly,
Kakashi is also faster than light because he reacts to it.
hold on. No, what you're saying is like Itachi is faster than light, vaguely, right? Based on this. So you already admitted that?
And then
okay, that's all I needed for that. Anyway, what I was saying is there's no proof that this
Kakashi
specific...
is also vaguely faster than
I don't
light
think so, because I don't think there's any proof that he's actually sending this at its full speed. This is talking about the water bullet jutsu at its full power. It easily could be talking about that. What proves that he's actually... Because there's multiple things that says Itachi didn't want to kill Kakashi.
I think that there's just
things.
no reason to put in the data book that it's the speed of light if Itachi's not using it at the speed of light.
That's saying at its full power, it could be the speed of light.
No, it doesn't say it could be. It says it's launched at the speed of light.
I said it could be.
It's no, but it says like declaratively that it's being launched.
It's not
at
talking
the
about the
instance. No, this is ratty, bro.
It's not saying it's coming. It's saying it's coming from a blind spot to bore the enemy.
I'm folding my arms and shaking my head.
Okay, well, it's saying it's coming from a blind spot to bore the enemy. He's attacking Kakashi in front of his face in this instance. There's no blind spot.
Can you please open that picture and look very closely at how it's coming from behind him too?
What's coming from behind him?
The fuck.
Oh, you're talking about the other water
There's
bullets.
no way.
I see what you're saying. I didn't notice the other ones. I thought I only saw the one that Itachi was. Could you guys show me the translation of this? Can we actually get the translation?
02
Zero
just
said it's
said
at the
it's
speed of light.
Okay, it's speed of light. Perfect. That's all I needed to know, just in case it wasn't actually light speed. Yeah. Either way, I don't think it necessarily has to be at full power. You're assuming that. That's it.
It's the only time that the ability has been demonstrated.
We've seen it used in other sentences. Hozoki,
When?
What's that one Miss guy's name? He uses water bullet.
No, Itachi's the only listed user.
This is in the first data book before that guy even existed, or second data book. That guy didn't even exist back
What
then.
other mist guy?
The one with the clamp. He uses water bullet. Remember him? He was like about to like execute a Noki with it and got saved by Gaara.
Yeah, so it would be at the speed of light then too, because he's in the war.
Well, yeah, that was Hozoki though, or whatever his name is.
Hozoki.
Gengetsu has Gengetsu.
Right, but what I'm saying is here, this was the only demonstrated use of it at the time.
Yeah, but it's not full power.
Then why wouldn't Itachi just use a non-light speed jutsu?
Because he doesn't want to kill Kakashi.
No, I'm saying why wouldn't Itachi just use a jutsu that's not light speed?
Why wouldn't he use jutsu that? Why would he use jutsu that's not light speed, or why wouldn't he use jutsu that's?
Why wouldn't he use jutsu that aren't light speed?
You're like doing a double negative. Like, what do you mean by this? Like,
no, this is a light speed jutsu. Why wouldn't he just use a different jutsu?
A different jutsu? I mean, he has to put on like it's just his decision to use this jutsu in this moment because there's water around. Like there, we can't get in. We can't just like get inside. We can't just get inside his mind and like.
You're telling me the guy that put Kakashi in the hospital. So he was hospitalized so bad that they needed to find Tsunade, who was at the time like missing. Yeah, like they had no idea where Tsunade was.
You know what Kakashi says about that moment?
Yeah, he's like, why doesn't he just kill me?
Yeah, he says he could have killed me. Why didn't he? So he is holding back against them even with the Tsukiyomi.
Yeah, so maybe he's not holding back his speed. There's no reason to assume he's holding back his speed.
It easily could be. It's stated that
I think it's extremely likely that these are the speed of light. I think it's extremely likely that these are the speed of light. I think it's extremely likely that this is the speed of light.
You have no proof of that.
It's stated in the data book, and it's okay. Oh, wait. 02 Forte. Is that speed of light statement the one where it's pointing up at the picture? Right underneath it? If so, then it's definitely that use of the jutsu as speed of light.
Zero two responded in the other chat. He said no. 02, they can't see that chat.
That's it then.
Yeah.
So
if it says no, if he said no, then it's not the case. It's talking about that instance. It's talking about the jutsu in general.
They're saying it's on the right side.
Okay, so it's talking about the jutsu.
What does the shit underneath the picture say?
It's just probably talking about the time he tried to use it against Kakashi.
Yeah, Itachi's big fat penis, something.
Oh, what the fuck, man.
Itachi's sitting here using faster water jutsu than Kisame, the water guy. Oh, it's hard to read.
Yeah, it's really blurry. Like, you click it, and you can see that the kanji's blurred as fuck.
Yeah.
You can find a more quality one. You can look at it, but I'm pretty
Yeah, I
sure
could
I've seen this
probably-
data book
I could
before.
try
I
to
honestly
find a
forgot
different
about it.
one, but-
Like I was gonna argue Lightspeed Itachi from the get go. I didn't even think about this one. Just another feat for Lightspeed Itachi. But anyway, yeah, like if it's not talking about it from under the picture, then there's no proof he used it at full power in that specific encounter. That's just you interpreting it.
I think
that
it's
way.
just very reasonable to assume.
That's an assumption, though. You have no proof.
No.
Yeah, you don't have proof, so it is an assumption. That's definitionally an assumption.
It literally says that it's light speed.
What's
in
an
the
assumption,
databook,
Swag?
though. We're not gonna do this again, bro. You asked me to define.
I'm telling you, you're saying
definition.
it's not an assumption, so we're defining it because you don't know what an assumption is. Clearly, an assumption is a claim made without evidence. You are claiming this without evidence.
But this isn't. But it's not made without evidence. It's listed as like being the speed of light with a picture of Itachi using it
that
against
is not what we're
Kakashi
talking
there.
about. We're not talking about whether or
That
not
is.
No, I'm about to explain it. We're not talking about whether the picture says it's speed of light. We both agree on that. We're talking about whether or not he used it at the speed of light in that encounter. That's what we're talking about. So I don't care if it says it can be at the speed of light.
Okay.
What
here's
actually
what I
proves
would. Here's
he's using it in that encounter.
No. Here's what I would say. Okay. The version that is being referenced is the version Itachi used because he's the only listed user of it. Okay. So that version is the speed of light.
It could just be at full power, though. That doesn't change the argument I made. It could.
It
It could just be talking about
this version
Itachi's.
of the jutsu.
It could be
this version of
Itachi
the
is the
jutsu.
user, but there's no proof in this instance that he's using it at full power. That's the problem. You cannot get around that without just making a baseless assumption. He's holding back here.
That's not a baseless assumption.
Okay, so provide me evidence that it's talking about that encounter.
One sec. Do we have also statements of the Raikage being the speed of light? Because this might just be.
It says he
like,
performs the.
circular-
It says he's performed the lariat at the speed of light. Yeah, or it's speed like light is what it says. But yeah.
Okay, and Sasuke is able to dodge it.
The lariat.
Yeah,
No, he gets hit by B's lariat. I don't remember a situation where he dodges the lariat.
the Raikage's lariat. I mean.
No, he doesn't use the lariat there. He uses just a punch.
Are there no statements of the Raikage just like flatly moving at the speed of light?
No, it's actually a jutsu file. It's talking about the lariat itself. It's talking about B and the
Okay.
Raikage.
Well, I don't want to have to get into this because this is gonna be ratty. But we do have
Go
the
ahead.
fucking. I know what you're gonna say,
Go ahead.
and there's gonna be some rat bullshit
Go
you're
ahead,
about to
go
say
ahead.
back to
You don't
this.
have to be
But
ready, just go ahead.
no, this is gonna be ratty what you're about to say. But we do have the statement from the chapter at the end of the chapter where Pain leaves to go capture Naruto, where it calls him the strongest man in the Akatsuki.
Man, you already know this is super contentious, Swag, but I'll talk about it. It says it's not ratty what I'm about to say either. It is just a legit argument. I've even heard you and Six say, it was you and Seth on a video. We're talking about it on the Itachi.
I don't know who
versus Pain
that is.
video.
I don't know who that is.
I know.
who that
Yeah,
is.
we'll keep Voldemort's name hidden. Anyway, you and Voldemort made an Itachi versus Pain video, and even in that, you both acknowledge that it's a super.
Swag, blacklisted, his name.
No, this was
You
his
do.
idea. This was his idea.
Oh,
this was his
yeah,
idea.
blame it
I don't
on
agree
him.
with it.
Blame it on
I don't know.
Voldemort.
No, I am. I don't agree with it. I don't agree
You
with
don't
it.
agree with it no more because of the sake of the debate. I understand, but anyway, what I'm gonna say is, it's like in that instance, like I have it already saved.
Yeah.
Hold on, real quick. I'll just grab it because I already have it. It's put it. Hold on, real quick, bro.
So why is it contentious? Just give me your argument for why it's contentious.
I have to find it real quick. Look, that way I can just show you. It'd be easier just to show you. It's
Because also that video was made like 2 years ago or something, and I could have changed my mind by then. You would
that's
agree?
fine, but it just means your video was wrong.
Yep. My video that I deleted.
You didn't delete it, it's on Seth's channel.
Oh yeah, it's on Seth's channel. My video that I would
You
delete.
just said his
but I
name. You said
can't.
Voldemort's name. All right.
Oh yeah,
Here's
Mr.
why
Ice,
it's
the pro
here's why
gamer,
it's
the
super
pro gamer.
contentious, and I actually have quite a few reasons for why it wouldn't make sense for Pain to be this. So what it says is, the strongest man in the Akatsuki pursues Naruto next time in pursuit of Itachi. Well, there's a couple things to notice about this. At the end, it says, firstly, if you look at the bottom middle of that page, it says chapter number 364 end, and then it points over to the next section. So the chapter's already ended, and it says, the strongest man in the Akatsuki pursues Naruto next time in color pages in pursuit of Itachi. So,
Okay, can I just go ahead and Okay, you can finish
Yeah,
what
I
you're about
haven't
to
even
say,
finished
and
arguing.
then before you get into your next reason, let me respond to this one. Okay.
6. What chapter?
No, but you can
Oh,
like
it says
can
it
you
right there.
grant me that?
I will.
Can you grant me
Yeah,
that?
it's fine. Hold on.
Okay, cool.
365 is right. Right. 365 is the chapter. The reason I think that this statement is actually talking about Itachi is a couple things. So first,
Okay, now give me the first one that you were about to say.
I'll give you the first one. You respond. I'll give you the second one. Hold on. Let me find where it's talking about it. All right, right here. This page right here. So in the next chapter, it's talking about someone pursuing Naruto. You know who that was? Go to the scans chat. Who is that? Who's that hiding in the bushes looking for Naruto? Who's that?
Okay, so here, let me go ahead and
Itachi!
debunk this.
Is he
Let me
pursuing
go ahead and
Naruto?
swiftly debunk this. Let me go ahead and swiftly debunk this. Itachi, sheer coincidence. What does that say? Sheer coincidence. Not pursuit. They run into each other by happenstance.
No,
okay?
they didn't.
So Itachi
Itachi
wasn't pursuing shit. Itachi wasn't pursuing shit.
No.
Itachi wasn't pursuing
no.
shit. He wasn't pursuing shit. Noodles.
No.
Go ahead and read that. No, go ahead. Can you go ahead and do me a
Hold
favor
on,
and
hold
read
on,
what that
hold on.
says on the page?
I'll
Can you
read it,
go ahead and read it?
I'll read it. Itachi, sheer coincidence. Itachi, sheer coincidence, leads Naruto to an unexpected enemy. For
Unexpected.
What does Itachi have in store for Naruto this time? Well, it's
Unexpected.
Let's see what he says. Itachi was intentionally trying to put the crow in him. Yeah.
No.
You don't think Itachi?
It literally says sheer coincidence. It literally says sheer
Did
coincidence.
Kishimoto write
there.
that, or some editor write that?
No, Kishimoto wrote that.
Prove it.
What? It's in the text.
Oh.
It's literally in Naruto.
An editor,
dude.
you know those weekly release statements are editor notes. That's they put those they put those in there to hype up the next chapter. That's the purpose.
What are we talking about right now?
I don't even know what this is. This could just easily be an editor writing this, because in the official volume release,
what are we talking
in the
about
official
right
volume
now?
release of it, the Viz release of it, that statement isn't even present there. I just looked at it. Let me find it again real quick.
Yeah, I know.
It's not.
But this
even
is
there.
a weekly volume release.
It's not. It's a weekly release, not a volume release.
Yeah, I meant a weekly chapter release. Yeah, but it's still manga.
Yeah, but just because it's
is
manga
better,
doesn't
but-
mean Kishimoto actually wrote it. It could have easily just been an editor. Like, look, this is the official volume release.
Wait, 02. The title on the right talks about the speed of light? What? So
It's talking about.
are you talking about it's like the
far
text on the right?
Yeah, the far
Oh,
right.
yeah. Okay, cool.
Yeah, I remember that. I've seen someone else translate.
Yeah, that's not even there, but it's still. That doesn't mean it
you don't
does,
know
like,
if
it's
Kishimoto
still
wrote
there.
it or not. So, GG on that.
Doesn't
point.
matter. It's still in the manga.
Okay, if
It was
you
printed in
think
Weekly Shonen
this
Jump.
statement,
So you're saying somebody's
I'm gonna
reading
steal man you.
experience if they read it in Weekly Shonen Jump is not valid? You're saying like,
I don't think
oh,
it's
that doesn't
valid
count,
because
bro.
Kishimoto didn't write it. Yeah, but anyway, hold on, real quick.
No,
before-
but he allowed it to be printed in his manga.
It's not whether or not he allows it or not. It's not like he has sole control over Naruto. The fucking studio does. Shonen Jump does. It's not like he's
Yes,
the end
exactly.
all be
And
all.
we're
but he's the
talking about
writer.
the series and we're talking about the series as it got released.
Yeah, hold on, real quick. I understand the series as it got released, but in the volume release, it's not there. So only one of them.
We're not
is right.
talking about volumes
Hold
only.
on,
We're
let me
talking
explain this real
manga
quick
only.
before we get into it. Let's just steelman this and say that it's talking about.
This is so ratty. He's not allowing anything.
I'm literally steelman.
correct.
You know what a steelman is? That's me allowing the argument for the sake of the debate for now. That's literally what it is. I'll go back to it later, but a steelman is literally me allowing it for you. Anyway, so what I'm arguing is this. If it's the case that it's talking about Pain here and not Itachi pursuing him, why is Pain the strongest when Minato straight up says that Naruto needed Nine-Tails chakra to beat Obito, but he doesn't need it to beat Pain?
Oh, that's just because it's talking about like Toby. Toby's the member of the Akatsuki, not
about
quote unquote Madara or Obito.
I'm talking about Toby. He said the masked man. He's saying that Naruto is going to need to master Nine-Tails chakra in order to beat Obito.
Naruto is going to have to master Nine-Tails chakra in order to beat quote unquote Madara, not Toby.
He's basing that on his encounters of Madara. He's basing that on his encounter with him when he was 14 and what he's seen through Naruto's eyes, like Obito in the forest.
No, but what I'm saying is that you can just categorize the characters differently.
What do you mean? What is
And maybe
categorizing them?
Pain
What are
is-
you
and
categorizing them
maybe
differently in? What do you mean? What is the
Like
categorization
you have
difference
like
do?
Toby, you have like Toby, and then you have like fucking you have Toby, and you have Obito,
You have-
and Toby's the Akatsuki member. Obito's not.
Okay, but he still knows that it's the. He doesn't call him Toby or Obito. He calls him the masked man in the statement.
Yeah.
So he's talking about the dude with the mask. And he's saying that Naruto is going to need to master Nine-Tails chakra in order to beat him, full well knowing he's an Akatsuki member. And he doesn't say that about he's saying, oh, Pain's a pawn of him, bro. He was saying that Pain was getting manipulated by him, and that he's his little bitch. That's what he was saying.
No, what he says is there's a guy secretly pulling the strings more powerful than Pain, as in not officially a member of the Akatsuki, or not officially.
When does he ever say he's not an official member? He's wearing.
He doesn't he doesn't explicitly say that, but
so you just threw that in there.
Implies that it's like no. I'm telling you what the implication of what Minato is saying is. He's saying that Toby does not act as Obito or Madara while he's acting as an Akatsuki member.
It's not relevant about what Minato considers to be the Akatsuki, because we're talking about a narrator statement that says he's the strongest in the Akatsuki. If Minato is saying that Obito is stronger than Pain, that narrator statement is wrong. Does that make sense?
No. No.
Because... Second, I need to get it up. I need to make sure that I have the YouTube channel up. Fuck.
Yes.
I'm explaining why Toby, the guy who acts as Datara's partner, and quote unquote Madara are like being treated as two separate entities here.
He's talking about the one that like approached Naruto.
And what if Pain is just physically more powerful than quote unquote Madara here? And the reason why, and no, let me finish on the reason why Obito is considered to be stronger is because of Kamui. That is an extremely
What if it's not
valid
talking about
interpretation.
physical strength? Can you even tell me it's talking about physical strength, or are you just assuming that? Like the statement, the narrator statement you're using? Or the weekly release statement you're using?
That could just be overall holistic power.
Holistic power? What do you mean by that?
Like just overall, like power as like
So just talking about ninjutsu and everything, like taijutsu?
Like ninjutsu, overall shinobi skill, yeah. Which they typically
so that's what the statement could be talking about. I agree. It's probably using it in that way. So if that's the case, then he is definitely not better than Obito at that point, and it's proven by Minato saying that he needs the Master Nine-Tails chakra in order to beat him.
No, he just has to be fast enough to beat. I guess I could agree with what you're saying, but all that means then is that the series is clearly making a distinction between Obito and Toby here, because the statement still exists in the chapter.
It's not even talking about it. He calls him the masked man. He's not talking about Madara or Toby. It's not making any distinction. It's not even relevant to Minato. What Minato is talking about...
Six, do you have the scan of like Minato saying that like Obito's like secretly in control or whatever? Like, you know what I'm saying?
I have the scans. You want them?
Yeah.
Hold on. Alright, I got all the context and everything. There's that one. Let me read it. I sealed half the Nine-Tails and chakra into you because I trusted that you would master this power.
Wait. Let me read it real quick. Like,
okay, I was gonna read it to you.
Yeah.
But fine.
I got it, but I'll have an easier time reading this.
Okay.
Do you know what chapter this is from?
Not off the top. It's during the Pain fight.
440.
440.
Oh, he literally calls him another member of the Akatsuki.
Yeah, another of the Akatsuki.
Okay, so you can't even say it's a category difference then.
Yeah. He's no ordinary shinobi. I think, in fact, he's the one using Pain.
Yeah, so he's literally just narratively saying, Pain is Obito's bitch, and you're gonna have to master Nine-Tails chakra if you want to beat him. That's what he's saying. And I know you love Minato, and you like how smart he is, right?
Yeah, but he doesn't say that Obito is stronger than Pain here.
He's saying he has to master Nine-Tails chakra. Naruto didn't master Nine-Tails chakra to beat Pain. So is Minato just
but he
wrong?
didn't beat Pain in a but he didn't beat Pain in a straight up fight either. He went in with full intel against a massively nerfed Pain. And he got all his chakra back, and he got the Nine-Tails amp, and he got the rage amp from Hinata.
At the end of the day, Naruto was whooping the shit out of him without even Nine-Tails chakra. Just Sage Naruto.
He wasn't whooping the shit out of him.
Okay, so show me one time Pain damaged Sage Naruto throughout the entire fight. Show me one instance of it.
What are you talking about?
He never
got
damages
fucking
him the whole
immobilized.
fight.
He got immobilized.
That
he
was
got
base
immobilized with
Naruto.
the-
Or are you talking about where he like gets a chakra absorbed or whatever? Gets almighty pulled
Yeah,
down?
he got locked in place.
Oh, you mean where he blew up that path of pain and he doesn't hurt him at all?
Yeah, but he still couldn't escape with Sage
He still
Chakra.
we're all. I'm talking about like physicality. I'm talking about where he's hurt Naruto, like actually physically hurt Naruto.
Yeah, but the same thing here, right?
It's not the same thing because what I'm saying is Pain's
If
AP
Naruto
Pain-
isn't physically strong enough to escape from Preda's grasp, then yeah, it's the
Here,
same
I'll show
thing.
you. It's even.
He got
hold
physically
on, I got
overpowered.
I got a statement for you when Preda is holding Naruto. It's an insane statement. Oh, you got it? All right, Giovanni's got the scan, boys. He's coming back with the fucking briefcase. Come here, Giovanni. Here, come here. Come on camera. Get in here. Look at him. They pull out the scan. Oh, what's this? Oh.
I didn't realize it, but this was
shit,
actually
hold on, look at
Naya.
this. He says, "Don't worry, I won't kill you, my precious Jinchuriki." Ha! Naruto replies, "You think you can hurt me? I'm in Sage mode, you idiot. My turn." And then Pain acknowledges what he says, and he said, "Senjutsu, such a bother." Like he's literally pissed off.
He didn't agree with. He didn't agree
He's
with
literally
him.
acknowledging it.
He didn't agree with Naruto. He didn't agree with Naruto. there.
Okay, dude, he tanks his Shinra Tensei in the fight. They ask him if he's all right. He's like, "Yeah, I'm fine." He gets punched in the stomach by Pain, and he literally tells him he can't hurt him. Naruto's fucking right. Naruto literally says that he cannot be hurt by Pain, and he says it's such a, and Pain's literally like, "Damn, Sage mode, such a fucking bother." Like he's actually pissed off because he knows Naruto's right.
But that would mean that Chibaku Tensei wouldn't work on him, which is cap.
It didn't. It literally
On
didn't work
Sage
in canon.
Naruto?
It didn't work on Sage Naruto. No.
Please repeat for the chat that you think Sage Naruto
The reason-
could resist Chibaku
For
Tensei,
one, the
bro.
Chibaku
Oh
Tensei is
my
not
god.
like an AP based jutsu. It's like a ceiling jutsu. It's not like it would damage Naruto. It just put him in a rock thing. It might
It
suffocate
would
him.
damage. Yes, it would. That's damaging him.
Why
That
would it
kill
damage?
him.
Just suffocating him is not physically hurting him. I'm talking about physicality. Can you show
Do you
me?
think choking someone out is not going to hurt them?
It's not choking someone out. It's like getting buried in rubble. That's the equivalent.
That
of
would
it.
hurt, bro.
It wouldn't hurt Naruto. Naruto fell off the fucking spikes when he was training Sage Mode and landed on tons of sharp rocks. And he was like, "Damn, wow, Sage Mode's really protecting me. It toughened up my body a lot." You showed one earlier with a Rasen Shuriken, which bypasses durability, can't even hurt Sage Naruto. So no, Pain did not physically damage Sage Naruto one time. And by the way, every time Sage Naruto hits Pain, he one-shots him with Taijutsu, Rasengans, and Rasen Shurikens. The way Pain fights this fight is he
And then
plays.
Six-Tail Naruto fails to damage Tendo, right?
When?
Like he gets pushed back. Well, I shouldn't say
Sage
fails
Naruto
to
can
damage,
just be
but
stronger
he
than
gets.
Six Tails. That's fine. I don't even care about Six Tails. Six Tails scales nowhere. So,
That is so cap.
All right.
That is so cap.
What-
That is so
what
cap.
proves that Sage Mode is weaker than Six Tails Naruto?
He blows off the Rinnegan rods, which Sage Naruto can't do.
What Rinnegan rods?
Sage Naruto can't even. Sage
Naruto-
Naruto can't even escape.
So if I show you an
Sorry,
instance,
Sage Naruto can't even escape from Predapath's grip, and then he just blows away the Rinnegan
he literally
rods.
did escape from his grip with Sage Mode. He did, and also he broke the rods in Sage Mode as well. He literally
Also, Sage
snapped one of
okay,
the
so
rods.
Sage Naruto can't do anything.
And
So
Naruto
Shinra
did break some
Tensei.
rods.
He literally
And then
he
Six
doesn't
Tail
have-
Yeah.
I remember that scan.
Yeah, definitely.
Tails
Naruto
is
just stands.
He doesn't have tails to dig in the ground like Six Tails does. It's just a fucking hacks difference.
You know that that's based on his physical strength, right?
digging his hand, what is he gonna do? Like grab a handful of
He's
sand?
holding on. He's holding on to
With
the
his
ground.
tails can dig in the ground. He doesn't have any capability. And by the way, he tanks the Shinra Tensei. It doesn't damage him at all. So he's and look.
No,
you
I
said he
agree.
couldn't do
I
anything
agree
to the
that
rods.
Naruto. No, I agree that Naruto doesn't get damaged by Shinra Tensei, but Six Tails doesn't do anything to Tendo.
Six Tails
Tendo's
doesn't
able
even,
to react to
Six Tails
Six Tails.
doesn't even like hit Tendo barely. Like what time does he even hit Tendo?
Yeah, because Tendo's able to react to him.
What time does he actually hit Tendo though?
You're not actually sitting here and saying that that Six Tails is weaker than Sage Naruto.
I could be, yeah. Sage Naruto's OP as fuck. He tanked the Rasen Shuriken, dude. You think Sage Naruto's some weak little bitch? Like he's
Sage Naruto tanked a Rasen Shuriken? That's not true.
no, you argued he could tank it earlier. You said that.
No, he doesn't have to deal with the recoil of it anymore, but that's not the same as
Hold on.
tanking it.
You think that the Rasen Shuriken would affect him though?
No, that's not the same.
Effect. I'm just talking about effect. Like he would get recoiled by it. You said recoil.
That's not the same thing as him getting.
Hold on. If you think he'll get recoiled by it, which is your words you just used, then he has a reason to throw it earlier in the
Noodles,
debate.
this is the dumbest shit. No,
I
no,
caught you.
no,
You
no,
just
no,
got
no,
me,
Noodles.
Swag. What's going on?
No, I didn't.
What's going on? I got my clown shoes on. I got my clown shoes on. They're for
Can I
shoe
actually
swag.
respond to what you're saying? Because you just
There's a
attributed a
reason
point
he
to me that I
didn't
never
even have
said.
to
You
throw
no,
it.
you just
Oh,
attributed a
shit.
point to me that I never said. You just attributed a point
You
to me
just-
that I never
you just
said.
got
was
I'm
that?
gonna make you say. No, I'm gonna make you say sorry.
In Swag's defense, he like Noodles misinterpreted what he said there. Swags was saying that Naruto wouldn't get recoiled, and he was saying was that's not the same as tanking the Rasen Shuriken. That's what Swag was saying there. And then Noodles thought that Swag said that Naruto would get recoil damage by the Rasen Shuriken, but Swag didn't say that there. And then he thought he pinned him on that, and then he started doing that stuff. So some credit to Swag there.
It's still pretty funny, but I'm guessing what News is gonna bring up now is one of Newton's laws, where there's for every reaction there's an opposite reaction.
I'm gonna make you say sorry because I never said that Naruto would get recoiled.
Oh,
I never said that.
So
Yeah,
so
idiot,
can you tank it then?
stupid. What?
Can you tank it then?
Okay, so Noodles, do you think that Naruto hitting Kakazu with the Rasen Shuriken and his arm getting damaged a little bit is the same as Kakazu taking it head on?
No.
Okay, thank you. There you go. That's the difference.
What are we talking about?
Dummy.
What's the difference? What are we talking? I'm talking about like.
Okay,
we were
so you
arguing
just
a second
said
ago whether
that
or not I could tank
you
it.
just said that Naruto tanking the Rasen Shuriken is the same thing as him not taking recoil damage, and you just explained that that's not true.
Hold on, no, that's not what I was explaining. What I was explaining was I asked you if it had an effect on Naruto, and you said it recoiled him.
Right. I said that.
You did say
okay,
that.
what I was trying to say was when he used it against Kakazu, initially, it dealt him recoil damage. I'm not talking about in the fight against Pain. Naruto bypassed that weakness as stated in the data book.
Naruto is so he can tank it.
He doesn't tank a Rasen Shuriken. That's
can't-
not the same thing.
Okay, so if he's not tanking it, then it's affecting him in some way negatively, right?
No, that's not the same thing at all either.
What
That's
do
like
you mean?
saying
What's
that
it doing to
Sasuke.
him?
That's
then?
like saying that Genin Sasuke
So
tanks the fireball.
Either
jutsu.
he
This
can
is
tank
stupid.
it and
This
not
is
get
stupid.
no
No.
soul by it, and there's no effect, or he can't. So what is the effect that the Rasen Shuriken does to Sage Naruto? Since you're arguing it affects
No,
him?
it's wait. What are you talking about? Okay.
What
again,
effect are you
Noodles,
talking
I'm going
about?
to. I'm going. No. Noodles. I'm going to
Yeah,
ask you again.
they both get
Do you
confused
think
on this point
the rock?
because they're misinterpreting each other.
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely. They're definitely talking past each other.
Yeah.
Which I hope in the next 5 minutes are better fix it.
Rasen Shuriken hitting Kakazu and Pain head on is the same as Naruto's arm being stuck in it and damaged a little bit.
No, I don't think they're the same. But that's not that's completely
okay, well, then
red herring
there
to
you
what we're talking
go.
about. We're not
This
talking
just
about
doesn't
that.
make.
We're not talking about whether there's a difference between getting hit head on or just get the Rasen Shuriken glancing your arm. What we're talking about is whether or not the Rasen Shuriken is being no-sold or tanked by Naruto. You were just saying that Sage Naruto
But that's
doesn't
not, no,
tank
but that's
it.
not the same thing.
So
that's not the
does
same
Naruto
thing.
tank the Rasen Shuriken or not? That's
If
what I'm asking
Naruto
you.
chucked a Rasen Shuriken at himself, no, he would not tank it. He would die.
He would die.
Yes.
So it would stand to reason then if he ran up and hit Pain with a Rasen Shuriken, he could get caught
No,
in it.
because it could
damage his hand, right?
No, the data book says that wouldn't happen. Those are two completely.
It says it
different
wouldn't
things.
happen because of his tough body, which you were arguing he would just be able to resist it earlier. So his body's
Yes,
tough
he
enough
would be
to
able
tank
to
it.
resist. Yes, he would be able to resist the effects of driving it into somebody in close range. Not
So do
being
you think?
hit by
So
it.
do you think if he drove it?
Noodles, these are completely
Hold
different.
on, let me ask you this.
Come on,
They're not
bro.
different.
Come on, bro.
You're just mad that
Come
I'm
on,
pointing
bro.
out an inconsistency in your argument and you don't like it. That's what you're mad
No,
about.
this
Just be
isn't an
honest with yourself.
inconsistency. These are
It
different.
is. Be honest with yourself. Listen to me. When you used that scan earlier about Naruto having a tough body to resist the Rasen Shuriken, were you not arguing that as a durability thing? Be honest.
Okay, Noodles. Do you think if somebody shoots you
That's
in the
a
face,
deflect. He dodged the question, chat.
No. Noodles, I'm
Answer the
asking
question.
You, do
You
you
don't-
think?
you don't
wait,
answer a
sorry, what
question
did
with
you-
a
what did you
question.
just say?
Okay,
What did you
I'm
just
gonna
ask?
repeat it this
What did
time.
you
I want
just
you to
ask?
listen closely. When you
Go
were
ahead.
arguing earlier that Naruto's tough body can resist the Rasen Shuriken, were you arguing that as a durability feat?
No.
So what were you arguing it as?
A reason why he doesn't have to throw it.
I understand that it's a reason why, but that's not what I'm saying. Let's say is he like what is his
I
tough
wasn't
body,
arguing it as
what
a
does his tough
durability feat.
body have to do with him resisting the Rasen Shuriken? Why did you
He
specifically
doesn't have to
focus
throw.
on
He
that?
doesn't have to. He doesn't have to throw it.
That doesn't have anything to do with his tough body.
Yes, it does, because what you could have said if I didn't bring up the tough body thing is, oh, well, it just means he can throw it now. But the tough
No,
body
that's
thing...
not what the fuck you were saying. You were bringing up that it's
No, that is what I... No, that is what I was saying. That's what I was saying. Don't tell me what I was saying. Don't tell me what I was saying.
I listened to it closer than you did, apparently, because you don't even remember
No,
what you said.
No, you didn't... Okay.
Let me repeat
what
to you
I
what
said
your
and what I
argument
was trying to say could be different, too.
Okay, either way, I'll tell you what you said and you can clarify if that's what you meant or not.
While you were talking over
Okay.
me, sure. But go ahead.
I don't care if I'm talking over you. Cry about it.
Yeah, no,
Anyway.
that completely...
You've talked
Okay.
over me plenty. You talked over me plenty last debate. Quit
No,
crying
but
about it.
I'm not. Okay, no.
You
Noodles,
are.
I'm
It's a
not crying
hypocritical
about-
complaint
No. Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up.
Ah, yeah.
Chill, Swag, chill, Noodles.
Okay.
Chill out.
Anyway,
Okay.
I'll explain
Let
to you
me
what.
say, you
just
talking
told me to
over
explain.
affects my ability. No.
Hold-
You
hold-
talking
hold-
over me
wait,
affects
wait,
my
wait,
ability to
wait.
convey information.
I understand.
okay?
It does that to me too.
That's all I'm
Let's not
saying.
harp on that.
That's all I'm
Let's
saying.
It does that to me
That's
too.
all
And
I'm
you did it
saying.
too. Go ahead.
Let's
Right, I know,
let's
but
continue.
what I'm saying is, if you wanted to go back and clarify one of your positions from earlier because I was talking over you, I'd be like, oh, okay. I wouldn't be a
I'm gonna
dickhead
let
and be
you
like,
clarify.
oh,
I
well,
said
this is
that.
actually what you were
I'm
trying
gonna
to
let
say.
you clarify. Don't worry, I won't interrupt you. But what I was saying was, what you
I already did.
what you were arguing earlier was that Naruto's tough body can resist the Rasen Shuriken, and what I interpret from that is his body is so tough that the Rasen Shuriken can't even damage him. So now, if that's not what you're saying, and you're saying the Rasen Shuriken can damage him, then there is a reason for him not wanting to go attack Pain.
No.
Up close. Yes, there is. Because he could get
The
caught in
Rasen
it.
Shuriken, the Rasen Shuriken won't do recoil damage to him, but being hit by the attack head on would damage him.
How
These
do you
are two
okay, so
completely different things.
if the attack for one head, what do you mean by head on? It could just glance his arm and damage him by that logic.
You literally just admitted that there's a difference between Naruto hitting Kakazu with it and Kakazu taking the attack. That these
I
are
agree there's a
fundamentally
difference, but what stops his arm from
There
getting
you go.
caught in that?
There you go. There you go. We can move on.
That's not moving on. I'm not going to let you
No,
move
the
on.
point
I'm not
should be
going to let you move on
self-evident.
from a point I got you
The
pinned
point
on.
should be
What are you
self-evident.
talking about?
The point should be self-evident.
It's not self-evident. You're just wanting to say self-evident to cope for the fact that you don't actually have a good argument. So, now...
That's not true.
Yes, it is true, because you were fucking arguing that his body was so tough that he couldn't resist it earlier. Right now, you were arguing his body is not tough enough to resist it. So does it damage his arm or not? That's all I need to know. If he uses this up close, does it damage his tough body or not? That's it. Yes or no?
But if he but
So
that's
we
not
can
the same
tank
as
it.
tanking the Rasen Shuriken.
Yes, it is, because if his arm
No,
won't get
it's
damaged,
not.
why would his body get
Okay,
damaged?
Noodles, can I ask that
Okay,
question that you thought was going to
y'all
be
are repeating
irrelevant?
yourselves.
No, Noodles, can I
No,
ask
I'm
that
not gonna let
question
him
that
get
you
out of
thought
the
was going to
six.
be irrelevant?
Sometimes repeating
Can I
is-
ask a rhetorical? Can I
Yes, you
ask
can
a
ask this
rhetorical
question,
question
yes.
that you tried to dismiss as
Yes,
irrelevant?
you can ask.
Do you think that being able to tank like the recoil from shooting like a 50 cal and being shot by the 50 cal are the same thing?
It's not. There isn't recoil to the
Okay, well
Rasen
there you go.
Shuriken.
There you go. There you go. Yes or no? You tried to tell me I had to say yes or no to a question you were asking me earlier.
But I
and now
disagree
you're
with your
trying to-
analogy because it's not. It's disanalogous. So of course you can point
It's
out
not
a disanalogous
it's not
position.
disanalogous. It's
Yes,
not
because there's no
disanalogous,
recoil
It's
to the
not
Rasen
disanalogous.
Shuriken. The problem with using the Rasen Shuriken up close was clearly defined. It's because the explosion will bypass your durability and attack like your arm. Like if you hit with the arm, like I'm doing this on cam right now, you can't see, but if you Rasen Shuriken someone up close, all the needles are going to be going into your arm and shit and attacking your cells and your chakra network directly.
That's not what the data book says.
That's what the manga says. Which
That's
is the
not what the
primary
manga
source.
says either.
Oh, so
The attack will
Tsunade
affect him,
didn't do the
but
autopsy on Kaksu and said it attacked his cells and chakra network directly? Because I can get that
Yes,
scan
when
right now.
Naruto hits, when Naruto hits Kakazu with the jutsu, that's what happens. When Naruto uses it himself, that's not what happens.
So why did
The
Tsunade tell him to
explosion
never
was-
use it again?
Because of what happened to his arm.
What happened?
Okay. What happened to his
It didn't
arm
just give
was
him a
that
cut.
he took recoil damage. He
It
took
did-
recoil
It didn't give him a
damage.
cut. What did it do specifically?
He took recoil damage from it, but
That's
it did
not what
not
it did.
completely
All right,
destroy his
I'm
body.
going to tell you what it does. It attacked his chakra network, and Tsunade was worried that if he ever did that again, it might prevent him from molding chakra in his hands forever after that. She was worried that his chakra network was going to get permanently damaged, and there is a direct scan of this. This is not just something I'm making up. That is why he couldn't use it up close. So, yes, if he gets his arm caught in that, and you're saying it would affect him, that means that he would have a reason to throw it. If you're saying that, and on the other side of that, if you're saying it doesn't affect him and he just completely tanks it, then you lose this point. So I'm gonna let you decide.
No, I don't. No, I don't lose this
Yes,
point
you
because
do.
that
You are
doesn't mean
pinned.
that he would just be able to eat a Rasen Shuriken.
Dude, I'm not saying he can eat a Rasen Shuriken. I'm asking you.
That's
what
literally what you said.
No,
you said Naruto
Oh my
could
God.
tank a Rasen Shuriken.
No, what I'm
That's
arguing.
literally what you said. That's literally what you said.
So-
Chat, please tell him that that's what he said. He
Okay.
literally
did
said
say that.
Naruto would tank a Rasen Shuriken.
Hold
Noodles
on. No,
did
I
say
was
that.
using your position. What I'm going to tell you is this:
No, Noodles,
is that
you did-
I
you
said
did-
that
you
either
did.
way you look at it, if
When Noodles brought up the tough body scan, he did say that he thought Naruto could just tank a Rasen Shuriken, and that was like, what's it called? Like that was a feat that he brought up as to why like Sage Mode is like not weak in comparison to Six Tails, or just Sage Mode is strong in general. And that's actually how they got that's actually how they got onto this.
Yeah. Well, I mean, he's gonna respond anyway.
if you say that he is able to tank it,
You
then you lose this.
literally
Listen,
said he
listen,
would
you
you-
talked
you
about over
literally
talking
said
a
he
minute
could
ago,
tank
and
a
now you're
Rasen
not letting
Shuriken.
me respond. Okay, so
Go
what,
for it, go for
what
it,
I'm
go for it,
saying
go
to
for
you
it.
is either he can tank it and you just lost this point, or he can't tank it and you lost the point earlier that he has no reason to throw it. So
No, he can't. He can't tank a Rasen
then
Shuriken
he
head
has
on.
then he has the reason to throw it in the beginning of the fight.
No, he can't tank a
He has a
Rasen
reason
Shuriken
to
head
throw
on.
it
He
then.
just doesn't take recoil.
Then he has a
damage.
reason to throw it, and you can't prove that.
No, he can't. He
you
just
can't
doesn't
prove that
take
Pain,
recoil
Pain,
damage.
Pain Blitz or got Blitz Sage Naruto's Rasen Shuriken then.
No, he does. He doesn't have a reason to throw it because he doesn't take recoil damage. But if he got hit by a Rasen Shuriken head on, that would damage him.
Dude,
Those can both be true.
Dude, him getting hit head on or not doesn't change the effect of the Rasen Shuriken. The Rasen
Yeah, but
Shuriken
you're assuming.
will attack your
But
chakra
you're
network,
assuming that that's
right? So
but
that'll
you're
affect your
assuming-
arm, or if it hits you head on, it'll affect your whole body. So it just
The
depends on
explosion
the
was
area.
a lot bigger. The explosion was a lot bigger than that, though, dude. Like he was in the entire explosion and didn't get blown up.
What
it's
are you
just
talking
because
about?
it's his chakra.
It was his arm that got affected. That's what Tsunade states.
right.
Not his body. His body didn't get hit by it.
You were talking about Naruto being caught up in the explosion, correct?
Yes, and his arm could get caught up in the explosion. So since you're
His
saying,
body was inside that explosion.
prove that.
when he
Just
hit
show me the
Kakazu
scan.
with
Let's look for it. Let's look for it because I'm
Okay,
90%
yeah,
sure
let
it
me-
only affected his arm. Like I'm 95% sure it only affected his arm, and if it affected the rest of his body, then his arm's not different from the rest of his fucking body. Like it's still made of the same skin and muscles, tissue, and shit. So it should just have the same durability, unless you want to argue his pinky has less durability than his cock. So that's up to you if you want to argue
Noodles,
that.
I don't even know what you're talking about.
It's 'cause-
that
it's 'cause
explosion
you're
is
not listening
massive.
to
That's
me.
a lot bigger than Naruto's entire
You're not
body.
listening to me, is why you don't know what I'm talking about. That's why.
No, I am listening to you. I just don't think you understand the difference between recoil damage
There
and
is
being
no
hit by an
recoil.
attack. Like
It's just a durability.
that's literally what the data book says it
Dude,
is.
the Great Fireball Jutsu from Part 1 Sasuke
I
has a
put
bigger
the, I put the
crater
scan.
than
I put the. I put.
Listen
I
to me.
put the scan. I
Listen to
put
me.
the scan. I put
The
the scan. I
gr-
put
the-
the scan. I put the scan. I put the
All right,
scan. I
let's see.
put the
Let's see.
scan.
Let's see. So where's Naruto in that? This is after
I
he
don't
gets flown
know. I
back.
don't know. He should be right next to Kakazu.
No, because he's getting flown back. You don't even look at the scene.
Oh yeah,
Okay, so he's not.
Never mind.
Never
Never mind.
mind.
Never mind.
It's just his arm then. So you just lost another point. Crazy.
No. You're right. Wait. No. It wasn't just his arm because he wasn't caught in the explosion. He wasn't caught in the explosion, which you were saying he would be.
Okay, so what's funny about that is just using the jutsu can damage him then.
Right, that means it's recoil damage. That means it's
Just
recoil
using
damage
the
the exact same way that shooting a 50 cal
Hold
causes
on.
recoil
Hold
damage
on.
to your fucking arm.
No.
It's the same thing.
Hold
It's
on.
the same
Show the
thing.
scan right before, real
Same
quick.
thing.
Show the
It
scan
is the
right
exact
before.
same thing.
Show the
It's
scan
the
right
same
before.
thing.
I'm gonna explain it.
What's the scan right before? Okay,
Sure,
hold
sure,
on.
I'm just
I
scan
don't
right
know
before.
what chapter.
Listen.
I don't know what chapter this is. from.
Listen, he doesn't have. Look, right there.
341, I sent it.
So right
There's
there,
no
yeah, that's the scan
explosion
before.
there.
I know there's no explosion there, but what's happening to his arm is that the needles are still affecting
It's
his arm right
recoil
there.
damage the same way with the fucking
Because
50
it's
cal
already
argument.
beginning to attack Kakazu, that means the arm, like that's the point where his arm starts getting fucked up. That is what
so
happened.
you think that little tiny shuriken in Naruto's hand that he's holding right there is gonna do the same amount of damage to him as the giant explosion that Kakazu gets caught up in?
No,
I
I
really
didn't.
want you
I
to
never
look
said
into
that.
the camera and say that.
I never said that. So why
You
would I say
just said Naruto could tank a Rasen Shuriken. You just said it. You just
argued
said
that
it.
a minute ago or
No,
earlier.
I didn't. I did not say Naruto could tank a direct hit
I
from it.
think he can.
Noodles is arguing the hacks the durability negation is still affecting Naruto, and then Swag is getting stuck on the differences between the impact damage and the recoil damage.
Yeah, that's like the separation that he's
Yeah.
making.
Somehow they gotta bring that all together. It's gonna be hard because they're already been on this point for I don't know how long, but it's definitely been more than a couple of
Yeah, it's
minutes.
been a little while that they've been on this point now.
Yeah.
Because it's clear that the data book is pointing out that his tough body is the reason he can resist the Rasen Shuriken.
Right, no, it's the reason he can resist the ill effects of using it, which means that he can shoot a 50 cal without the recoil
ill effects
blowing
of
his
it,
arm
right?
off.
Yeah, so he can tank it.
No, he can't tank being
Can't
hit
take
by
the
it
effects.
directly. This is
Either way,
stupid. This is stupid.
we're gonna move on from this. I want to talk about the Itachis. We just went over the Shinra Tensei. Oh wait, we're gonna talk about Chibaku Tensei. Let's talk about that. We can move on from this.
Yeah.
So, what do you want to talk about in regards to the Chibaku Tensei?
How does Itachi stop Chibaku Tensei?
Pain can't hold it up. He failed to.
What do you mean?
He failed to hold it up. His body failed using it.
No, Naruto just busted out of it with the 8 tails.
Nope. I can show you the exact panel where Nagato's they specifically tell him multiple times throughout the fight that his life force was being used by these big jutsu, and Conan specifically warns him not to use the Chibaku Tensei because of this reason. And what happens when Naruto comes out of Sage mode? Pain hasn't dropped it yet. He doesn't drop it when that happens. When Naruto comes
It's because the 8 tails.
Hold on, I'm not done. It's not because the 8 tails destroyed it. You're just assuming that.
Yeah, it is.
I'll show you exactly what happened. So. Here's this scan where Naruto's out. You can still see Pain's like talking.
Yeah, he's
to him.
not on the inside of it anymore.
Hold on, I'll explain
Pain
it.
just
I haven't finished
it.
explaining it. You want me to finish, or you want to talk over? Because you were mad about
No,
that.
go for it.
Okay.
Go for it. Go for
I'm
it. Go
gonna
for
post
it.
all the scans first. I got one more after this. Okay. So I'm just gonna run you through this play-by-play on the scans. So. When I'm going to show this to the stream as well. So Naruto first starts off standing on the Chibaku Tensei, and then Pain looks at it and he said, his doubt is erased. What happened? It's not falling yet. It's not falling yet. Then the next page happens. So this is the next page. Naruto's still standing on it, and then Pain starts monologuing to himself. He already mastered the 9 tails. Then the next panel, Pain gets an exclamation mark. Then the next panel, Conan gets an exclamation mark.
Yeah, I can see what I see.
Hold on, I'm explaining it to chat. I'm going play-by-play for a reason. Anyway, he starts coughing. He starts hack coughing, and then Conan goes Nagato, and he fucking starts bleeding out of his mouth. And what happens after that, Swag? What happens after he starts bleeding out of his mouth? The Chibaku Tensei collapses. Not when Sage Naruto broke out, when his body collapses and he fails.
Can you prove that these aren't the ill effects of the jutsu hitting him after he chooses to release it?
You said choosing to release it? When does releasing jutsu cause ill effects?
I'm not saying that releasing the jutsu causes the ill effects. I'm saying using the jutsu causes the ill effects, and then as soon as he stops concentrating, it all kind of hits him.
He's not stopping concentrating. It's still holding up until the point he coughs.
Yeah, I know. He lets go of it.
He lets go of it because his body fails right then, and his life, and it's like clearly narratively shown that this life force using jutsu.
Even if let's put a pin in this for a second. Let's put a pin in this for a second.
Okay.
Because why would Itachi be able to survive this for this long? Naruto had to use 8 tails.
Can you
to
prove
bust
he
out
can
of
hold
it.
it up for any significant amount of time?
Naruto had to use 8 tails to bust out of it. So yeah.
Naruto
would have died.
What is that? The 8 tails busting out of it doesn't have to deal with why it failed. It could easily just be his body collapsing.
Naruto used more of the 9 tails chakra because he would have died by being suffocated.
Hold on. Think about this for a second. What proves Naruto suffocates in that time frame?
What do you mean?
What proves Naruto would suffocate, and how long is he even holding it up? Are you gonna try?
He's committing suicide.
How long was it?
He's committing suicide.
How long?
To use the 9 tails chakra.
Hold on. How long was for one, he didn't die, so it's not suicide. For two, how long did Pain hold it up?
Naruto was about to commit suicide by releasing all that. No. Let me finish this. Naruto, because you just tried to dismiss this point. Naruto just tried to commit suicide because he released all 9 tails.
Naruto just didn't know what to do, so he released the 9 tails. He was like horribly hurt.
He didn't know what to do because
Pain killed Hinata. Or thought he
No,
killed
he
Hinata.
didn't know what to do because he didn't use all 9 tails before Chibaku Tensei came out. Come on. You can reach this conclusion. You can reach this conclusion too, Noodles, okay? Hinata dies, Naruto uses 6 tails. He gets trapped in Chibaku Tensei, starts dying. Then he uses Nine Tails. You see what's going on
Yeah,
here?
but he's not saying
It's
he's not
because
using
he
Nine
was
Tails.
about
He's not
to.
using Nine
It's
Tails
because he was about to.
Okay.
It's because he was
You know
about
what's crazy
to.
about
It's
the
a
swag?
three-letter word. It's a
You know what's
three-letter
crazy
word.
about the
Starts
swag?
with
This is a
D, ends with
tangent.
E.
This is a
This
tangent.
is not a tangent.
Okay,
This
so
is
why
not
is
a
it
tangent.
relevant to how long you can hold up the Chibaku Tensei? Because that's what I was talking about since the beginning. It's not relevant. It's a tangent. Move on. Anyway.
Okay. Wait, what do you mean?
It's a
do you
tangent.
mean?
It's
Why is
not
it a
relevant
tangent?
to what we're talking about. We're talking about that Pain, if Pain can hold up the Chibaku Tensei or not. Why is it a matter if Naruto's suicidal or not? It doesn't. It's completely irrelevant. Non sequitur. Move on.
Hold on. Okay, hold on. Actually, 1 second. Let me find the fucking Edo fight.
Damn, my paint's cracking and stuff, bro, boys. My nose keeps running too. It's cold. Look at that. I'm upset now. My cracked paint. Actually, I kind of look creepier, to be honest. It looks better.
Yo, chat, you should drop some donos. This man put on face paint for this fucking stream.
For
Look
my
at his
first
ass.
face cam, bro. Face cam stream. Drop the donos and I'll read them at the end. For anybody that wants to donate, I can't answer them during the debate because I'm not supposed to be looking at chat, but I will read them at the end of the debate. I will.
Yeah, can we get a Juggalo?
What, a juggalo off? Is that what you said? I do look like a
Sorry,
juggalo.
sorry. No, I said Juggalo, but I spoke too fast. Sorry.
Yeah, you spoke with that Australian accent. People
When
can't decipher
Spike
that
gets
shit.
back up,
Yeah,
turn it back to
yeah.
normal speed.
I'm watching the stream and it's delayed on my end, bro, and I just see you like bopping up and down like out of sync. It looks so goofy.
That's funny as hell. You guys know who painted this? My mom did, bro. My mom's a goat.
My father used to debate Itachi versus Pain. But one night, he came home with a new data book. Oh.
Hello?
What's up, bro? You back?
Okay, cool.
Where'd you go?
6. Oh, my shit disconnected, so I had to rejoin. So, anyway, 6, do you have the fucking scan? This is what I was trying to ask before. 6, do you have the scan or the chapter where Naruto and fucking Itachi and B get Chibaku Tensei in the war?
I have it. Do you want it?
Yeah, what's the chapter?
The chapter? Let me see if I can look that up real quick. Itachi versus Nagato chapter. It's around chapter 548 is where it starts.
Okay.
Not where the Chibaku Tensei starts, but where the fight starts. It's like
Yeah, I
549.
know.
Yeah.
Yeah, 548 is like where the Gara shit happens.
Yeah, it's right after that. 549 is where the actual fight is beginning. It doesn't take. This fight is actually relatively short. It's weird.
Yeah. I can't believe this wasn't a boss in Storm 3. But they made Asuma a boss in that game.
I've never played the Storm games. Oh,
That shit is so capped to me. Not what you said. I mean, the Asuma boss, but no Nagato and Itachi boss.
Yeah, I've never played a Storm game. I'm not that much into fighting games, except Smash. I'll play Smash. What are you referencing about this Chibaku Tensei? Just Itachi analyzing that shit immediately.
So Itachi asks Naruto how he escaped, and Naruto doesn't say anything about Pain letting it go. Like, I just think that, like, it's kind of disingenuous to act like the fact that Naruto got out and then Pain let go of the jutsu are
That's a
not
sequence of
connected at
events.
all is disingenuous.
Like, think about it, right?
It's not. It's not genuine.
When he it is genuine because I think it's. Like,
Then why doesn't Naruto say that's the reason he got out?
He didn't talk about it at all. He just gets out, and then I'm not saying he
Itachi
got. I'm not
asked him
saying he didn't
directly.
get out
Itachi
because of the Nine
asked him
Tails.
directly.
I'm not saying he didn't get out because of the Nine Tails. Itachi asked him, yeah, how did he get out? And it was because he answers because the Nine Tails rampaged, and that's true. The Nine Tails did rampage. That's not why the jutsu collapsed, though. Like, Pain still had the jutsu activated and being held together even after Sage Naruto was standing on the rock looking down at him. He still had it. He was even talking about it. He was like, wow, his doubt's been erased. He used the Nine Tails is gone and stuff like that. He's literally like talking about it. And then he starts coughing up blood. His body starts collapsing. And then the whole Chibaku Tensei comes down. Like, the sequence of events.
So I have
clearly lays
another.
out
I have
that
another.
his-
I have another question for you. I have another question. I have another question
Okay,
for you.
fine.
I actually no. We're just kind of skipping to the logical conclusion of this. So, if that's not a problem for Pain, if there's no time limit and he doesn't have to let it go, you think Itachi gets like killed by Chibaku Tensei?
I think that he would kill Pain before the Chibaku Tensei ever gets up, but let's
But
assume
if he gets sealed in
Yeah.
Chibaku Tensei, you think he
let's
dies?
assume that he's fast enough to get up Chibaku Tensei. Let's assume that the Chibaku Tensei can be held up for an indefinite amount of time. Yes, it would beat Itachi. But those are two major assumptions that will not happen.
Already kind of talked about speed, so we'll just okay. So
I think also a big aspect of this is Pain has to leave the battlefield to get close to Nagato's body. He'll use it, and Itachi will see that, and he'll Amaterasu him or something.
Shinra Tensei.
Oh, Shinra Tensei? He'll do it again in that 5-second interval. Now he's dead.
No.
Yeah.
He's standing in his fucking Susanoo. He can't just chase after Pain with the full body Susanoo active. He's never done it before.
He literally is moving during this fight with Nagato, and it's not even his full Susanoo. He's holding back.
Yeah, it's not the full thing. That's what I'm saying.
He doesn't need the full thing.
Yatamir,
Hey, dude, when he's walking towards Sasuke, he has the Susanoo comes with him. Yes, he can move with the Susanoo. He moves.
I was about to say he needs the full body in order to carry the Yatamir, but that's not true.
Yeah, it's not even like the Susanoo is affecting his Amaterasu. Like he could Amaterasu, it gets Shinra Tensei,
and then behind him. Listen, he just has the Preta Path trail behind him, and then absorb all the Amaterasus. I don't know.
Okay,
Itachi only gets.
So let's say we use this combat.
How many Amaterasus does Itachi get? Right.
We said he gets 7 plus other jutsu. He gets 7 plus other jutsu.
Wait. Show me the 7 he used.
We already did. We went over it earlier. If they want to go back,
no. He only used. I'm not going back over.
That's ad nauseum. If people want to go through,
no, he only used 5 against Sasuke. No, I never agreed to 7.
Okay,
I never agreed.
All right, since you want to rat, we'll go back through it. Hold on.
I'm not ratting. So, this is important.
No, you did rat because, or maybe you're not ratting. Maybe I'm wrong for saying that. Maybe you're not ratting, but you don't remember what you said. So this is what you said. For one, I said 3 right here. You had no issue with this. 3 right here when he's casting it on Sasuke. There's like 3 spurts of Amaterasu. So there's the first 3.
Yeah, that's 3.
Okay.
Show me the other 4.
Okay, so here's the other one. This is 2 right here because he cast it on Sasuke and then he makes it go away as well.
That's not the same thing.
It still is using a Mangekyo ability that involves the Amaterasu, so it is the same thing.
No, it's not.
Casting the Amaterasu and putting it away could both strain the eyes.
Assumption.
Okay, either way. Then he uses it again with the fireball, so that's at least 6. So if you want to nitpick and say...
That's 5. That's 5.
That's at least 6, because look, bro. There's 4. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, then 5, and then there was another one that 6 said happened.
I don't think 6 said a 6th one happened.
He did. There was a 6th one. I can't remember.
6. Is there a 6th one, or is there only 5?
There's only 5. The one I said happened was the fireball one.
Okay. Either way, we also agreed that you also agreed that depending on how big he uses the Amaterasu can affect it as well. So there's no telling exactly how many times he can use this, and just using the number of times is not in a valid way. Using it just
these are like normal.
Not all Amaterasus are born the same, so just using one small Amaterasu to calmly paint.
That's a little racist.
I said calmly.
Talking about not all born the same, bro. That's a little racist.
You better be careful, buddy. Anyway.
No, but he uses
Hold on,
3 of these are all 3 of these are normal size.
What happens if he just uses all normal size ones and like I do think he would use a big one
these
as
are all
well.
Normal size.
But even if he used the normal size, the fireball one's a normal size one. That one's normal.
It looks like it might be getting bigger by engulfing. It might be getting bigger by engulfing Sasuke's fireball.
That is I mean, he's still expanding it to that level. If it's
but it could be. What I'm saying
is expanding that quickly, then it's still fucking disgusting. Either way, he can use it 5 times. So let's say that the Preta Path is what's getting in Itachi's way, or the one that absorbs shoots him. I always get the name.
Yeah, it's just tailing behind Tendo, and it's just.
So what happens when Itachi chases after them with the Yatamir and Totsuka blade and just cuts both of them in half? He can't.
He can't block the
Yatamir, buddy. That's getting repelled.
The Yatamir. No. If he gets up close, the Preta Path just absorbs.
Let me give you the sequence of events of what this could happen. So he Amaterasu's after him, right? He sees that the absorption path gets close. He runs up to them. Pain Shinra Tensei's tries to Shinra Tensei Itachi.
Animals get in the way.
Amaterasu, they're dead. Totsuka blade, their soul is gone.
He has 5.
He instantly one-shots these guys. That's not even a problem for him. They're fodder compared to Itachi. he would beat the dog shit out of the dog. He would beat that chameleon.
No,
If
but then
he
had
can
to
literally
spend
see
an Amaratsu
invisible
on it. He
creatures.
had to spend an
The
Amaratsu
chameleon,
on it.
he literally beat the summons in canon
And
instantly.
you know what? No. You know what? Okay, 6. What is the chapter where
I haven't even got to make my argument.
Itachi's using the Susanoo?
You did-
No. Let me say something real quick. Can you give me the chapter where Itachi's using the Susanoo? The chapter list 6.
552.
Oh, I'm gonna finish making my
No.
argument. Yeah, I'm
against
going
Sasuke.
to because you interrupted it.
But
Anyway,
he was in the middle of.
yeah, I'm going to finish my argument whether you want me to or
Okay,
not.
but 6, can you just put it in the
I'm
chat
going to
then, so I
finish
can
my
find it
argument,
while Noodle...
and
No,
you're
you
gonna
can
let me
finish.
finish.
I'm asking 6 to give me the chapter number so that I can look while you finish arguing.
Okay, what I'm gonna say is
552.
No, the ones against Sasuke.
He could easily, when he gets up to close to Pain and he sees Pain is going to try to Shinra Tensei him, or he puts his arms up, he is fast enough to at light speed to react to Pain. And he will block that Shinra Tensei with his Yadomir and blow them both away because it reflects jutsu. And then they're both on the ground, and then he just cuts them both in half with the Totsuka blade. It's stated it can cut down any enemy and seal their soul into an internal genjutsu world of illusion.
The pads don't have souls.
Nagato has a soul, so it would probably rip out
Pads
his soul.
don't have souls.
They have his. They have it. Chakra. You know what's in chakra? Spiritual energy. His spirit.
They don't have a soul.
It would rip out Pain's energy right there. It would still cut them in
No,
half either way.
That's an assumption.
It can cut down any enemy. So regardless if it's stealing their soul or not, it's killing them. Yeah.
Can you? Well, okay, it can cut down any enemy by stealing their soul.
It's a spirit
but
weapon.
Pads of Pain don't have souls.
No, it's not by no. For one, it cut the head off of the snake of Orochimaru, the Sani
Can you
level
scale
enemy.
that? Oh, can you scale that over Pain? Who
Yeah,
beat Jiraiya?
Pain literally struggled fucking heavily with a Sani level person. He got 5. Jiraiya.
No, he didn't. Jiraiya said that 3 Pains would have killed him. Jiraiya had to run away.
So why did they say that if Jiraiya knew Pain's secrets, he would have won? If
Because
he didn't
then he would
struggle.
have been able to go
Why
kill
did
Nagato.
Obito mock him
If
for
he knew his
struggling?
secret, he would have been able to
Why
find
did
Nagato.
Obito mock him for struggling?
Again, the reason that he said the thing about Jiraiya is because
Dodged.
if Jiraiya knew where he was,
Okay,
Jiraiya, like where he as in Nagato was,
okay.
Jiraiya would have.
So there was a
fucking...
statement from Obito where he says, if the all-knowing, invincible Pain struggled this heavily with Jiraiya, means he must have lived up to his reputation. You remember that statement?
Yeah, the struggling where Pain was crushing Jiraiya's throat and like completely annihilating him.
He killed 5 Pats. Jiraiya killed 5 Pats in that
No,
fight.
he didn't.
Oh yeah, you want to count them? We can count this too. He killed 5.
He took out 4.
He took out 3 with the fucking what's it called? With the genjutsu.
With the
He took out 1 inside the frog mouth, and then he kicked the one at the beginning. That killed
But
it.
that didn't take it out.
Yeah,
that didn't kill it. No, it didn't kill
Let's
it.
go through and count them. But either way, if killing 4 Pads of Pain, bro, he's heavily struggling. He's losing, like he was getting physically bodied by Jiraiya when he got up close. He got kicked the fuck away. He literally got murder blitz there. He then got 4 other Pads of Pains killed. He is struggling.
Well, one of them was an AO. One of them was an AOE.
And then when
attack.
blind,
one of them was an AOE hacks attack.
Okay,
that's
I
not
don't care.
like
That's him
power or
losing 3
whatever.
pads. And then when Itachi,
one of them was an AOE
hold on, I'm
hacks
not
attack,
finished.
like I said.
It doesn't matter if it's a hacks or whatever.
You're kind of shocked.
He killed 4 pads. He killed 4 pads. So that, and
You're kind of shotgunning because you moved on from one point.
There's
right?
nothing
and
to
I was
argue
gonna
with
say,
this.
so
He
I was, no,
struggled.
I was gonna say something else and you didn't let me because
Go
you were
ahead.
like, I'm gonna finish
say
my
it,
point.
Say it.
So you were talking about how fucking. Let me find this.
I was
shit,
saying that he was
how,
struggling with pain.
Yeah,
Pain struggled
shut
with
the
him.
fuck up! Shut the fuck up! You were talking about. I was gonna say something else actually. How Pain couldn't keep the Chibaku Tensei up or whatever, right?
Why are we talking about this? We're not shifting to this. We already
no,
talked about
we
this.
are. No, this was relevant. No, come on. You can't tell me I'm not allowed to say this.
No,
you can
you're
finish
shifting
your
the
point
point
and then
now.
tell me.
We're gonna talk about the
No,
Sonic
this
level
was something
argument.
that. No, this was something. We only moved on to this because you changed the subject to this. 100%. That is exactly what happened. And you told me I was not allowed to make this point. Don't do this. That's
I'll
right.
let you make the point, but we're going right back to this.
Yeah, I'm talking about the Susanoo right now. Okay, look at what happens here, right? So we got this and this. Itachi struggles to keep up the Susanoo. I'm not moving on from Chibaku Tensei.
No,
yet,
I know
though.
you're not. I know
Okay?
you're not. Okay, so he said, what's going on? Something's not quite right. Yeah, I mean, he's near dead here. This is after he's like spammed the fuck out of his Mangekyo.
You mean like Pain? You mean like Pain? You mean like Pain? You mean like Pain? Who just fought the entire village by himself and used chaotic Shinra Tensei, which shortens his life?
Yeah.
Can you prove that Shibaku Tensei would affect him as negatively if he did not begin the fight with a chaotic Shinra Tensei and just fight the entire Leaf Village?
I'm
Can you
not
prove
saying
that the
that-
same thing would happen
I'm
here?
not
Can you
saying
prove that the same
I'm
thing
not
would happen
saying
here?
it'll be the same thing. Like he very well could hold it up for longer. What I am arguing though is there's no.
So he should be able to hold it up for long enough.
So you
to
didn't hear
kill
my
Itachi.
counter argument.
If-
You just interrupted me.
No. But what I'm saying, I just want you to say this for the audience. He should be able to hold it up for long enough to kill Itachi. Right?
No, that's an
there's
assumption.
no reason to believe.
You're
there's
assuming
no reason. No,
How
there's
long can
no
he hold up?
reason to
Quantify
believe
it right now. Quantify how long he can
I
hold
don't
it
have
up.
to quantify it.
Okay,
I
so it
don't
could
have
just
to
be a couple
quantify-
seconds then. It could just be a couple seconds.
Bro, I haven't finished a single
It could be 2
sentence
minutes.
in like 30 seconds.
You don't think this superhuman level character can hold his breath for a minute?
Can I please finish what I was going to say?
No, because you didn't let me finish. I had a counter.
No, you didn't let me say this in the first place.
You're crazy, bro.
Oh, no. You had a counter in the middle of my sentence. No, I'm not.
Yes,
you had a counter, but it was in the middle of my sentence. It was in the middle of my sentence.
You're
It was in
asking
the
to move
middle of my
on now.
sentence.
I
No,
want to
it was-
respond to what you said. What you just said. Your sentence.
No,
just
I'm
a
not
minute ago.
asking to move on. I'm asking to say another thing about this thing that I just brought
Okay,
up.
if I ask you to do that in the future, you're going to now. So what's going to happen is I'm going to answer your question, and if I make an argument later, and I ask you a question right after, you're not allowed to respond to the argument. You have to answer my
I'm
question
not done
first.
outlining the parameters of the question, Noodles.
Go
Come
ahead
on,
and
come on.
ask the question then.
Okay. So all I'm asking is, would you not agree then that it is impossible to claim, given the situation, right, given the circumstances of the fight, given the things that happened at the beginning of the fight, that Pain will fold in the same amount of time as early against Itachi here as he did against Naruto when he was massively, heavily fatigued?
Itachi didn't fold here.
I'm going to repeat the question. I didn't say Itachi folded. I said, no, I didn't say Itachi folded. I'm talking about Nagato with the Chibaku Tensei collapsing.
I think that the problem with your argument, and I'm going to answer your question when I say this, I don't think it's quantifiable how long Pain can hold up the Chibaku Tensei, and it depends on what jutsu he uses before that. Does it make sense?
Sure, and if
That's
he doesn't
fair.
use the chaotic Shinra Tensei and the stuff that like really fucks him
If
up,
he
I
used
believe,
it, he
like,
might die.
Shinra's, like,
If he
thinks
uses the chaotic, he might die, but that would be his fault. But he would probably use it. I
Yeah.
would think so. But if he sees
What? Why? That's an assumption.
I think he would use
I'm
it.
not going to
'cause he
agree
sees
to
how-
that.
I
Hey,
think
bro,
he would
if
use
you
it.
want to think that he's going to use chaotic,
I have a
sure,
reason
whatever,
for
but
it.
I'm not going to agree to that.
Yeah, I think he would use it just because he sees how fucking sexy and deadly Itachi is. That's why he would use it, because he knows he can't hurt him in any other way, so he's going to try his bigger jutsu. Like, he sends out a small Shinra Tensei at first. Oh, that bounced off the Yatamir. Crazy. And okay, let's try to up the ante. Oh, shit. It really bounced off the Yatamir this time, and then he's not going to do that shit afterwards. But, like I said, Itachi didn't fold right there. Itachi, like I said, the way Itachi fought the fight against Sasuke was as if he was intentionally wasting his mana bar. He was using it in a way where he was like draining his chakra, following Sasuke behind, like focusing behind Sasuke's back, using all these unnecessary fireballs and sending out all kinds of crazy chakra and shit like that, and using a ton of Mangekyo abilities that were completely unnecessary because he could have just started off in the Totsuka and Yatamir and fucking murdered him, and he wouldn't have had shit to deal with that. He intentionally, and by the way, when Kirin gets casted, he blocks it with his Susanoo, and then the Susanoo is obliterated, and he has to re-summon it. Pain is not going to obliterate his Susanoo whatsoever. So I think that there is no proof that Pain is going to be able to hold up this Shibaku Tensei for any significant amount of time.
He can pray to Path the Susanoo to obliterate it.
Oh, how's he going to get close? He's going to get cut in half with the Totsuka blade. And he can't pray to Path a spirit weapon.
What stage Naruto?
He can't pray to.
You don't have to pray to Path the Yatamir. You can just grab the.
He's not going to get close to it. Then he'll get bashed. He'll get bashed with it like the Hydra did.
No.
He won't even touch
animals.
the Susanoo.
No.
It's a bit of a weird argument because like the Totsuka blade's like in front of the Susanoo, so like if he's close enough to touch the Susanoo, he's close enough to get hit by the Totsuka blade.
Yeah, I agree.
No, the animals will distract Itachi.
Oh, you mean the animals he instantly folded in the war arc with some shuriken jutsu?
He didn't instantly.
He blinded them all in one panel.
Right, he blinded them. Well, they were being controlled by Kabuto.
Dude, this is how the fight starts, right? He summons all the animals and shit to try and distract.
Wait.
Hold on.
That's auto-scaling. Not Sekitachi. Sekitachi cannot do that.
Why can't Sekitachi do that?
Because he doesn't scale to Edo Itachi.
You think this dog is faster than Sekitachi?
What?
I never agreed to not use Edo scaling. I just said it wouldn't be the focus of the debate, and it hasn't been.
Come on, bro.
Ask 6 right now.
That is what we do.
Ask
No,
6 right
we
now.
said
6.
6. We agreed that Edo scaling was not going to be the core of the any of the arguments, right?
He
That
said it wouldn't be the core of the debate.
See?
Noodle said it wouldn't be like the prime focus, but
And
he
it hasn't
could
been.
use it to some degree. That is
Yep.
true.
And I haven't used it for the vast majority of this debate, multiple hours of the debate. So it's perfectly valid for me to bring it up here.
Okay. No, sure. If that's what you said, then I agree.
Okay.
Yeah, sure. But I don't agree that Edo Itachi scales to Sigitachi at all.
It's stated
And I
Edo
don't even
Tenseis
think
are
I have
weakened,
to-
though. Weaker than
Yeah,
their
but
live versions.
Itachi's a unique case because he's sick and like crippled and he can't even
They're
see
both
straight.
sick and crippled, and they're both at Edo.
No, Itachi's not sick and crippled.
Or I mean, no, you know what I mean.
That's-
Pain's crippled, but he's that's what I mean. He's crippled and sick. And Itachi during this fight is literally like mid heart attack.
Right,
and blind.
but you're talking about the animals, not crippled.
Okay, so
Nagato.
let's talk about this then. You say he's sick. What?
No, I'm just
Hold
saying
on,
that
I'm not
feat is
done.
not
I'm not done.
representative of
I'm
what
about to
Itachi
explain
can
why
do.
it does. So you're
Yeah.
saying because he's sick and he's not sick as an Edo Tensei, we know for a fact that their biology transfers over when they're an Edo Tensei, at least some aspects of it, because Nagato is still paralyzed. He still has his fucked up legs, and he's still old and wrinkled. So he still maintained all of the disadvantages he had when he was alive. Sick Itachi should be the same.
Itachi doesn't cough a single time.
It doesn't matter.
Yes, it does, because as I just demonstrated, Itachi's sickness affects him physically. It forces the Susanoo to like
He
wind down.
doesn't even have. Oh, dude, hold on. You saying he doesn't cough a single time? He was sick in part 1 and didn't cough. Doesn't matter. Him not coughing
The
just
sickness
means
got worse in Shippuden. The sickness got worse.
I
in
know
Shippuden.
it did get worse, but what I'm saying is him not coughing.
This is Uchiha
like I said,
Hideout
that's
no.
this
You
is the way
agree that
he
this is
used the
Uchiha
chakra in this
Hideout
fight. The way he
Itachi.
uses Mangekyo in this fight was intentionally mana draining. Let's say he doesn't do that. There's no proof he's coughing or being harmed.
What do you mean?
He spammed the fuck out of his hardest and most strongest, most powerful jutsu, and he still
And that gave him a heart attack? And that gave him a heart attack?
Yes. He spammed
No,
it
that's
intentionally
not necessarily
missing
how that
too.
would work at all.
Intentionally
That's not
missing.
necessarily how that would work at all. That's
Dude,
not how
he
that
literally
would
said that
necessarily
he
work
was
at all.
intentionally waiting until Sasuke ran out of chakra so he could pull Orochimaru out of him. It is how it works.
Yeah, I know that is true, but that doesn't mean that he forced himself to have a heart attack. If anything, that
Force himself is just a byproduct of overusing your Mangekyo and going blind and
right.
using too
No,
much
no, no.
chakra.
I'm actually gonna point out what you just said. Right. He's literally like about to die when he grips his heart. And no. Let me shut the fuck up. Let me fucking finish. Okay. He's about to die when he grabs his heart. He coughs up blood. Okay. And you just said that he is trying to play the long game and stall to draw Orochimaru out.
Mhm.
That is counterproductive.
Which he never does.
What
during
is
the war.
happening here is the illness here is just destroying his body.
He never does that during the
Unlike-
war arc once. He never spams his jutsu and intentionally missing and shit during the war arc.
He
So
has
that's why he
infinite
didn't cough.
chakra. He has infinite chakra.
So that might be another reason he isn't coughing.
No,
'cause he's
this
not
is
overusing
dumb.
his
If you're,
chakra.
no.
But he's still physically
What-
that weak, just like Nagato is still physically doesn't have his legs.
No, he's
In fact, he's weaker
clearly
'cause he's
much
an Edo.
strong- No, he's clearly much stronger, and he can. He also
In
does-
comparison
he
to
does
what?
spam.
He's much stronger in comparison to what? His alive version?
Okay, he's much stronger compared to when he was alive.
Now,
Yes.
are you basing that off because he has better feats?
Yes.
Okay, well, you know what's funny about that? Every single fight when he's alive, he held back in. Every single one. Even when he's in Edo Tensei, he was still holding back, just less. Every single time Itachi fought somebody.
Now it
and
sounds like Edo scaling is turning into the core of the debate. You see what I mean?
It's
Like,
not the core of the
I-
debate. The core of the debate was mostly around the Amaterasu. We have talked about this for less time than we did that 1.6.
No,
was
but it's
badgering-
turning into the core. No, but it's turning into the core of the debate.
It's
That's
not the
what I'm
core of the
saying.
debate. It's just
I
another
didn't want it to be
aspect
a
of the
core
debate.
issue at all.
Well, you're just mad that Sakatachi scales to Edo Itachi. Not my fault, bitch.
No, he doesn't. No, he doesn't.
Okay, so let me finish arguing.
Scale them together.
If you're scared of this argument, you can say so, but I'm gonna bring it up anyway.
I'm not afraid of the
All right,
argument.
then let me
at all.
bring it up then.
Itachi
Let me
doesn't
bring it up
scale
then.
to- Okay,
Anyway.
sure. Bring up the argument.
Yeah, so the Edo Tensei itself, it brings you back in the same state, except now you have a regenerating chakra pool that it infinitely regenerates, and you are
and you
still
can
in the
use
same
things
state.
like the Mangekyo infinitely.
Who said
No,
he
you're
can use
not
it
necessarily
infinitely?
in the same state.
Who says he can use it infinitely? He couldn't.
Itachi
After he used these
uses the
Anagi, it
Mangekyo
disappeared.
Okay, so
It
I'm
doesn't.
actually about to debunk this right now. Itachi was blind when he died.
Yeah. So.
Itachi was brought back not blind, not the same state.
Yeah, he got restored to before he was blind. That's fine.
There you go.
That doesn't mean he's stronger.
That's a buff. That's a buff.
Dude, I'm talking about the beginning
That's
of
a
the
buff.
fight.
So he could no. If he got
The beginning-
restored to before he was if he got restored to before he was blind, he could have theoretically gotten restored to before his sickness progressed to the point that it's at in the Uchiha
Then
hideout.
he would have been a child.
That would make him
He would've-
physically
He
stronger.
would have been a
King
child
of possibilities.
because
No.
he got sick early into the novels. Early.
No, we said no novel.
Okay, either way, but he's still either way. I mean, he was sick the whole time for the Naruto. He would have been
Yeah, but
he
the
would have been way
sickness
younger.
clearly wasn't this bad. The sickness clearly wasn't this bad. He was prolonging his life with medication.
What? Yeah, I understand he was prolonging his life from medication, but what proves his sickness was specifically this bad at this point? Because to
we
me,
never see it. We never see it this bad earlier. You would have to prove
the reason
this.
we never
You
see
would
it
have to-
this bad
you would have
earlier.
to- No.
I'm about to explain.
You have to-
I'm
just
precogging
saying
you. I'm precogging you. I already know what you're gonna say.
Okay.
I would have to prove that he would have shown this earlier, right? Wrong, because he overused the fuck out of his Mangekyo against Sasuke. I don't have to prove that. That was the most we've seen him use his Mangekyo in the whole series, and he was doing it at a crazy pace, fighting in a style that was intentionally stamina draining, and he fucking, of course, he croaked then.
No, you said that he was trying to stall, and then you said he was trying to like kill himself
Dude.
super fast. Like those two things contradict each other. Bro.
I never said he was trying to kill Sasuke super fast. Where did I ever say that? I just literally said he wasn't trying to kill Sasuke.
No, kill himself. Kill himself. That's what
He
I
wasn't
said.
trying to kill himself, and I never said that either.
You said he was trying to
No.
turbo out his own chakra bar.
No, no, that's what was happening, but what he was actually doing was waiting for Sasuke to run out of chakra so he could kill Orochimaru and help Sasuke. That's what he was actually trying to do. He wasn't trying to kill himself. He just knew that he was going to die if he used it this way, but he chose to do that because he loved Sasuke so much.
I have another way to approach this. Give me one feat of Itachi's that puts him on par with Edo Itachi.
I don't have to because he held back the whole time. The entire time in part 1, he held back. Name a fight, and I can provide you.
They'll
like,
prove that
multiple scans.
prove that his sickness had nothing to do with the strength difference between the two of them.
I'm not saying that it had nothing to. Wait, you're talking about between Edo and Itachi?
Yes.
I already did. The Edo tensei.
If you can't, then
yeah,
no.
I
if you
already
can't, then
already
it's an
proved that. No, I
unquantifiable
already
difference.
proved that. What I
You did not. No, you
I'll explain
actually
what I said.
admitted that he got you actually admitted he got revived at a point before his blindness. Took
I know,
effect,
but he
which
still was
means that he
sick.
could have been
was still
revived
sick.
before his sickness had progressed.
He would have
to
been a
this point.
child. So prove that he's not sick. He's easily sick. It's like he would have been a child
I don't have to
before he
prove
got
that
sick.
he's not sick. You would also have to prove that sickness affects you while you're in Edo.
I'm already saying, like, dude, being an old man is the equivalent of being sick. Being all wrinkled and
No,
shit.
it's not. No,
Oh
it's
yeah,
not.
what you know what happens when you're sick?
What do you? Okay, sure.
Guess you know
Go
why
ahead.
you know
What
why
happens
old
when
people
you sleep?
die? Because their body starts failing, right?
Yes.
What happened to Itachi?
His body started failing. But
Okay,
none
so
of that
so
happened to
so
him
the
when he
fact
was
that
in Edo, and
Nagato
he
is still
used-
like
he
old
used
and
more-
wrinkled
he
and his
used
body
more
still fucking
Amaterasu- He
failed.
used more Amaterasus and he used more of the Susanoo
So the fact that
than he did during his
Nagato's
fight
body
against
was still
Sasuke.
old and
He used-
wrinkled and he still was crippled and paralyzed and everything means
Kabuto just didn't have access to Kabuto before that point in time.
What proves
or
that
to Nagato before
hold on,
that point
what
in
proves
time.
that Itachi hold on real quick. I always see people say this. What actually proves Itachi was blind when he like uses his Susanoo?
He doesn't have the Sharingan active and he never activates it again. He never activates it again.
Could that just be a byproduct of him not having chakra?
No, because he's using the Susanoo. That's
The
stupid.
Susanoo didn't last that long. He was using this. He had the Sharingan active when he was fighting Orochimaru. It's a
If
Sharingan.
he's out, okay. So you're telling me he can't even activate the base Sharingan, but he can use the Susanoo?
What do you mean?
Would you like to repeat
Did
that?
he have the Susanoo? For one, yeah, you don't actually have to use abilities that like you don't have to use like Mangekyo abilities with the Mangekyo active. We've actually seen this happen.
That's not what I'm
We've
saying.
seen it
That's
with the
not what I'm
Rinnegan
saying.
too.
That's not what I'm saying. That's not what I'm saying. That's not what I'm saying. I know that you don't have to use Mangekyo abilities with the Mangekyo active.
Okay,
because
well he can
Madara
use
uses
Susanoo
the
abilities
without it active.
without a Sharingan active too. Then why couldn't he?
But he can't use it. Right, but he was blind. And you're saying the reason
What
he
proves
wasn't
he's
blind
blind?
was because he was just out of that he doesn't use the Sharingan.
I already gave another alternate explanation for that. So it doesn't
That he's
prove
out of
blind.
chakra, but he's able to use the
Doesn't prove he's
Susanoo.
blind. Yeah, he can see.
He's out of chakra, but
hold
he's
on.
able to use the Susanoo.
He's out of chakra.
He's out
that
of
means
chakra, but he's able to use his
He may
strongest
just not
jutsu.
want to waste
He's
any more.
out of chakra, but he's
You're not
able to use
listening.
his
You're
strongest
not listening. You're
jutsu.
being a stubborn bitch. Let me finish. What I'm gonna tell you is this:
Okay.
he just might not want to waste chakra on the Sharingan anymore and just use the Susanoo. That's valid. Deal with it. Anyway, he can fucking. There's no proof he was blind, and also there's no proof that there is proof that they get brought back with their same physical problems they had when they were alive. We saw this with
proof that he
Nagato.
was there is proof that he was blind because you can see earlier in the fight that he can't even see straight.
How did
So
he
it's
react to the
very
Karen if
likely
he was blind? You think he could just react to the Karen blind?
He went blind when he used the Susanoo the last time.
The last time?
Like, yeah, well, the second to last time
the very
to block it.
Okay, so
Or the last time.
what
one or
proves
the
he's
other.
blind
He was
right
blind.
there?
That he's not using the Sharingan. It's
I
extremely
already
likely,
said he
and
could-
it's
he could just
supported,
not be
and
one
it's
to one.
but it's also supported by the fact that his vision is.
You don't actually have a good
extremely
argument
shit.
against this. I'm just gonna.
No, I do.
I'm
Actually, you know what? You know what? You know what? No. You know what? I can prove to you that his vision was better. I can prove to you that his
Better
vision
or
was better.
blind?
No, I can prove to you that his vision was better as an Edo.
All right, prove it.
6, do you have the chapters for Kabuto and versus Sasuke and Itachi?
Hold on. What'd you say again?
Do you have the chapters for Kabuto versus Sasuke and Itachi?
580 is when it starts.
Do you have the one where he uses Taiyu's flute genjutsu?
587.
Okay.
Maybe 586.
Yo, chat, while you guys are looking at this, I'm gonna talk to them real quick. Yo, chat, remember, if you guys donate, I'll have to read it at the end. All my mod.
I've never seen that actually argued before. But like your exact conditions before you die is the same as when you get brought back as an Edo.
Yeah.
Should be screenshotting all of the donations, so make sure you have all the donations for me to read at the end.
587 is when he's explaining Izanami.
Damn,
I also
going at
said maybe
6 catching
586 though,
strays?
huh?
6 catching strays, bro?
Yeah, if I wasn't here,
It's not in 586 either.
But you didn't know where to look at all.
I know. I'm kidding.
Yeah.
What's the feat that you're gonna reference?
It's not a feat.
What's the statement then?
It's not a statement. Hold on.
Well, it has to be one of the two. There's no
No.
other. There's no other. Well, it's either stated that he has better vision or it's shown that he has.
No.
better vision.
No. I'll show you.
Nah, you researching mid debate. That's what you looking for. That's what you doing. He said, "I'm researching mid debate, Chad." The fuck? You think is he allowed to do this? I don't know.
No, it's not researching mid debate.
Yeah, it
Hold
is.
on, I'm getting a scan.
You don't even know what scan it is.
Those
That's why
are
you can't tell
POV
me.
shots of their vision, hence like the distorted camera angles, and Sasuke and Itachi can see each other clearly.
Itachi and Sasuke can see each other clearly from this.
Yeah.
How do you know this is from their vision or from the?
Because of the distorted camera angle.
That just might be the camera angle. It might just be.
You can just show chat and I'll let them decide.
I'm
if
already
they
showing
do.
them. Yeah, it doesn't have to be them.
Yeah.
That could easily just be showing what happens. It doesn't have to be their vision. All right.
Someone said, "Bro, ratters."
Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna finish this off with the Yatamir, Totsuki Blade, and Susanoo. So, what I'll say is about this, like, it's just outright stated that the Susanoo is the strongest ocular power in existence. So that makes it stronger than all of Pain's abilities. All of his abilities are
What?
ocular powers. Yeah.
It's stronger than Amino Minaka?
Yeah. Fuck it. That's what you argued earlier, right?
It's stronger than the Infinite Tsukuyomi?
No, I actually don't think it's stronger than those. I'll explain why.
Okay.
Those were explained in the 4th data book. This only covers information up to the 3rd data book, so I don't think it's actually relevant to information.
Yeah, but
explained later.
well, hey, Shinra Tensei only covers information up to the 3rd data book, I think.
Sure. Anyway,
Wait, is Shinra Tensei 4th data book? It might be 4th data book.
it's
actually.
4th data book. Yeah.
Yeah, fuck. Never mind.
Yeah, exactly. Anyway, I don't think this covers anything because he might not even known it. Like Kishimoto might not even known the Aminoka Aka existed at this point. That's like hundreds of hours later. You better watch it. I'll start bullying you. You might want to be careful.
Okay.
Yeah. Anyway, just because I stuttered don't mean that you stuttered plenty and I've been nice. All right. Anyway.
No, I know. Don't worry. I'm just fucking with you. Don't
Okay.
worry.
Residing in the eyes of those who grasp. Oh wait, I'm reading the wrong one. A godlike technique used by only those who have achieved mastery beyond a Mangekyo Sharingan. A jutsu feared by those around them as the most powerful of the ocular jutsu. It is the caster's guardian deity, and at the same time can consume the caster. So that's the Susanoo statement. And then I'm gonna reread the statement about the Yatamir and Totsuki Blade. Its hands wield magical, matchless sacred weapons. Susanoo boasts an absolutely perfect attack and defense because of the spirit weapon it wields in both hands. The 10-handed sword that can cut down any enemy in it to its right, and the Yatamir, a shield that can repel any attack in the face of God's powers. All attacks, whether from a material or astral body, ninjutsu or physical, lose their meaning. So that means none of Pain's ninjutsu or attacks are going to harm Itachi because of the Yadomir. And his Susanoo, the Shinmon Tensei won't. That's a physical attack, is it not?
I said Chibaku Tensei would work.
He'll cut him down before the Chibaku Tensei even comes up because he'll see that he's running towards his main body and he'll go cut him down right there.
This is like a speed thing, and we talked about speed.
Yeah, so, Itachi can react to light speed characters. You never proved Pain could. So either way.
No, that's not true. I got Pain over light speed.
No, you didn't.
Times.
No, you didn't.
Whatever. That's it's in the past.
Either way, how fast?
I'll let the fucking audience be the judge of that.
Right.
But
Yeah.
if Pain is fast enough, then he can fucking get the fuck out of there. He can shoot his Chibaku Tensei. And because he has not used Chaotic Shinra Tensei, Itachi gets boop, 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 boop.
All right, that's an assumption that he won't use it. But either way,
does.
let's say this. Let's say he does use the Chibaku Tensei right in that moment, right? Let's say he uses it and he manages to get away from Itachi. All the other paths are dead right then, because if his main body's leaving, he's cutting down every other path. And even if he does escape and pass that Chibaku Tensei,
animals are gonna keep that boy.
They got bodied in one page, literally one page. Their ass.
No, they okay. Can you show me the page where he bodied every animal?
He bodied
because
he bodied the dog in one page, and then he bodied like every other summon in one page. None of the summons are even fucking relevant to him. He would Amaterasu all of them in one go, and they will all be.
He has
right
5.
there.
Yeah, okay. Well, he has 5 shots of Amaterasu.
He only needs a couple of them to dispatch all of them. Like, let's say he uses 2 to dispatch all of them. That's it. He just has to focus on them at light speed. And then he uses 2 more to kill Pain.
Because he can't hit the dog and the bird at the same time. What are you talking about?
He could be on the move.
He can't even see the chameleon.
What is that
he can't see the chameleon.
Dude,
he can't see the
this.
chameleon.
Think
He
about
can't
this.
see the chameleon.
Think about
He
this.
can't see the chameleon. How's he gonna hit the chameleon?
Oh
with
yeah, you want me to
Amaterasu?
prove that the Sharingan can see invisible things?
Well, but maybe not a chameleon, which is concealed by Rinnegan.
All right, let me show you.
Higher level of
the
dog.
Rinnegan don't matter, it's just invisibility. Why is the Rinnegan invisibility better than regular?
Because it's an ocular invisibility, bro.
Why does it being ocular matter?
Because it's like a higher dojutsu than the Mangekyo.
It's a higher dojutsu than the Mangekyo? Then why did Itachi, or why did Kakashi resist the Genjutsu battle with Obito even though he had a Rinnegan?
Because Obito didn't use Rinnegan Genjutsu.
How do you know?
Because Kakashi resisted it.
Either way,
and Obito was also holding back. Obito was holding back.
It being higher.
I'm wagging my finger at you. I am wagging my finger at you. Obito was holding back. And
you're using higher evolution as if it's even an evolution. It's not even like a normal Uchiha ability. What happens with the Rinnegan is when you combine Uchiha DNA with Senju DNA. It's not like some just
I'll give you
natural.
the
Hold on,
invisibility.
listen,
I'll give you invisibility.
I'm not done.
No, I'm conceding on invisibility.
Okay. Fine. Anyway, you know, like base Sharingan Obito saw that invisible ninja from the Third War. Like he literally.
Yeah. No. I got you.
Sasuke also saw Geito's invisible chakra.
I'm conceding it to you.
Okay.
I was being ratty with the higher dojo.
Itachi literally bodied the chameleon on cam, bro. We saw what happened. Anyway, so yeah, like, dude, he could chase down Pain and just cut the dog's head off when it gets close. He won't even have to stop moving. Like, he legit doesn't even have to stop moving. Just kills it right then. That's it. It takes his soul. Takes the dog's soul. He's gone. It seals it away in a Genjutsu world. Dead. So then he just keeps moving.
Take him a little bit of time to look away. You know,
Fuck no, it doesn't. He literally just has to keep moving. He'll see it with his
This is assuming that Itachi's as fast as you think he is.
The dog has no speed scaling except the Gamabunta, bro. He's ass. The dog is not even fast. There's no scaling for him whatsoever. At least we got like light speed scaling for Itachi and shit. So anyway, that dog is getting immediately
The dog is able
bodied.
to hit Jiraiya and shit, bro.
Oh yeah, you think Jiraiya's light speed, bro? He doesn't even scale to Kakashi. So
I'm gonna just let that.
Yeah, exactly. Don't even try to argue.
I'm gonna just let you say that. I'm gonna just let you say. I'm gonna just let you say.
I'll say this for the chat real quick. Datara would mind.
Poor Jiraiya.
Drop his balls on Jiraiya's forehead. That's what would happen if they fought. Like, Jiraiya's not even Akatsuki level. The only Akatsuki member he can beat is Hidan. Everyone else makes that man eat shit. Anyway, Jiraiya's not even relevant.
We should, bro. I wish that we were doing a Jiraiya debate right now. Oh my god.
I know you like Jiraiya, but he's ass. Anyway, I'm gonna move on from that.
I think the Jiraiya's ass.
Tangent.
I don't think...
Tangent. He's ass.
Yeah, that was
what
a
I'm gonna
tangent.
say. Yeah, it is. So what I'm gonna say is that he could literally on the move
wait,
those guys.
I need you to repeat. Sorry, I know this was a tangent, but did you say the only one he could beat is Hidan?
Yes.
Didn't he beat Conan?
Well, I guess Conan, yeah. Conan too. I forgot about that. That's a one-panel feat. I don't even really consider Conan a Katsuki member. She's kind of like one of the...
What are you doing?
Oh, listen, I have a reason for it. I have a reason for it.
This debate is going off the rails.
I know. We can talk about it real quick, though. I think she's just kind of
No,
an
it's
honorary
okay,
member.
it's okay.
She's
You
like
can
an
have it, we
honorary
can
member
just
like
move on.
fucking Kabuto, because she's just relative to... Or she's relevant to Pain, just like Kabuto's relevant to Orochimaru. Anyway, what I was going to say was, he could body these guys on the move, not even struggling, and then he could cut down Pain. And if Pain tries to use the Shinra Tensei, he blocks it with the Yadamir, cuts him in half, right then, in that 5-second interval. He can't blow him away anymore. If he tries to do anything, he's just going to get fucking bodied. And then let's say the Chibaku Tensei does get up. Let's say it gets up. You can't even prove he can hold it up for 1 minute. That would be an assumption.
The only reason he wasn't able to hold it up that long is because he was fucked up big time.
Okay, so how long can he hold it at full power?
And also, when he completed the Chibaku Tensei, the guy who was straining and about to let it go, said, 9 tails capture success, or like whatever the fuck, right? So he thought that Naruto was going to suffocate too. If not for the 8 tails and then eventually like almost the 9 tails popping out, he would have had the W.
Okay. What I'm going to say about this is that there's no proof even at full power he can hold this up for a minute. We've never seen him make a Chibaku Tensei for long at all. Like even in the War
You can't quantify the amount of time that it lasts.
I don't have to. You kind of do, because if I all I gotta say is we don't.
No, I don't. I just gave evidence that Naruto would have suffocated anyway.
How? If it's a minute long, he could just breathe in a minute. After a minute, he can breathe.
Be longer than a minute.
Prove it's longer than a minute.
He thought that Naruto was dead. He thought that, well, not
he
dead,
didn't think
but
he was dead.
Thought that he captured Naruto. Yeah, he thought he captured
Naruto.
He
did, and he didn't realize that his body was going to fail either. He pushed it too hard. So
nah, he was pretty in touch with his own body. He knew.
Yeah, you just assumed that. Anyway,
yeah, you're assuming that he would fucking.
There's no proof that he could hold it up for any significant amount of time.
I just gave you the evidence.
No, you just said that he thought he captured Naruto, and I gave an alternate interpretation.
Hey, bro,
I gave an alternate interpretation. I gave an alternate interpretation.
Itachi's not going to be able to hold his breath at all. You know what's going to happen? He's going to be in the Chibaku Tensei. He's going to be like, and then he's going to be like, and he's just going to fucking die.
Okay, let's 10 seconds then. He can hold his breath for 10 seconds. Easy. That's how long Pain can provably hold it up. 10 seconds. Can't even say that. I'll give you 10 seconds. Can't even prove he'll hold it up for 30 seconds, dog. You can't.
Oh, yeah, he got 30 seconds.
He's a superhuman. He can hold 30
Itachi's
seconds.
got...
him having super ninja aid still didn't stop him from beating the shit out of a Sannin-level character that Pain struggled with. And by the way, when Zetsu sees the Yadamir and the Totsuka blade, when he first sees it, he says that Itachi is invincible. And he knows about Pain. He just watched him fight Jiraiya.
Zetsu also says that Pain's invincible or unstoppable.
When does Zetsu say that?
And Obito, who watched the entire fight with Itachi, calls Pain invincible.
No, he made fun of him for allegedly being invincible and struggling with Jiraiya. That's the
no. Later,
context.
No. Later, after Sasuke gets his Susanoo and shit, like Obito is just like, yeah, you can't fuck with Naruto at all, and Naruto's still weaker than Pain there.
If he thought that Pain was invincible, he would have attacked the Leaf Village earlier.
No.
Okay, so you want proof of that?
Why didn't Obito just do it himself? Like, this is a stupid line of reasoning.
Here.
Man,
I just thought of a really good argument before we move into this next point.
Obito could have soloed the Leaf Village.
If Pain thought the Chibaku Tensei would have suffocated Naruto, he wouldn't have used it. You know why? I'm sure you can connect the dots on this.
He thought it would incapacitate Naruto.
Yeah, maybe.
Might just hold him in there. Maybe.
No, it is a maybe, because you don't know if it'll incapacitate him or just seal him in there for a while. It's like the Nine Tails isn't incapacitated while he's sealed inside of Naruto.
No, he thought that Naruto was incapacitated. He said, like, Operation
Prove
Capture
that they say
Nine
anything
Tails
about incapacitation. I know you made that up because I've read the chapters.
No, let me fucking... What's the Chibaku Tensei Chapter 6?
Like, you know the statement I'm referring to? Like, it's directly stated that Pain didn't want to kill Naruto because he called him his precious Jinchuriki and he needed to harvest the Nine Tails. So he would not have used Shibaku. It doesn't kill you. And by the way, if it only even though
Naruto straight up says if you get caught in this, you're finished.
He says you're done for. What does that mean? Does that mean incapacitation, or does that mean you just lose the fight?
Yeah, it means you lose. It means you lose the fight.
Okay, that doesn't mean incapacitation. Guess what, by the way? Guess what, bitch? He fucking Itachi debunks him right after. He says, if Naruto, if that's true, and literally he shits on them and beats like
Itachi can't
him.
transform into the 8 tails. Itachi can't 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 transform into the 8 tails. Naruto can, bitch.
Okay, you know what Itachi says? He says, if this is a sure defeat jutsu, how did you survive, Naruto? And then he immediately comes up with a battle plan to defeat the Chibaku Tensei immediately after.
Yeah, with 3 people.
With 3 people, I know, but it doesn't matter.
Itachi doesn't scale to that like triple combo attack, bro. Don't even
There's
try.
no proof that
Do
Chibaku
not
Tensei.
even try.
In the same regard that you're saying there's no proof
Do
that.
not
Listen.
even try me
Listen,
with this
you're not
saying that
listening.
Itachi
You're
could
not
solo
listening.
blow it
You're
up.
not
Do
listening.
not
You're not
even do
listening.
me like
You're
that,
not
bro.
listening.
Don't do this.
You're not listening, bro. What I'm gonna say to you is this: the Chibaku Tensei, in the same regard that you're arguing, we don't know if Itachi's power is good enough to destroy the Chibaku Tensei. We don't know if that early stage Chibaku Tensei is good enough to block the Yadasaka Madatama beads either. It's just kind of up in the air. We don't know if it's good enough to survive that. Is it durable enough?
Up in the air.
It is up in the air. We never saw them interact one-on-one. What would happen if they interact one-on-one?
No, the Chibaku Tensei is the same as it was when he used it against Naruto.
They're
the same.
Wow.
Yeah.
Sounds like you're scaling Edo pain to previous pain.
No. They just are the same jutsu. Naruto doesn't make any
so they're not
comments
the same
about it being
power?
stronger. Naruto doesn't make any comments about it being stronger.
So
No, the
are you
jutsu is
arguing they're the
the
same power?
The jutsu is the same power.
All right,
yeah.
I'll note that for later. Anyway.
No, I'm not using Edo scaling. I'm just saying the jutsu didn't get powered up at all.
Hold on real quick. What I was gonna say was about this previous point before we move on to this new point. You have a problem about shifting points. You need to fix that. What I'm gonna say is this Shibaku Tensei, we don't know its durability because the only time we see it, it just gets blown up by 3 attacks. What would happen if could it resist 1 PG bomb? We don't even know. We don't. It's not shown, so we don't.
Yeah,
know.
but the narrative implication of it taking all 3 of them is that any one of them individually.
What if he gets sucked into it and he just slices the core in the half with the Totsuka blade, bro?
Wouldn't work.
Why?
Because Naruto's seen the Totsuka blade.
It's
and he's
the Susanoo is the
not
strongest ocular jutsu ever.
Okay, this is like a crazy assumption. Just
his
assuming
Susanoo could
the Totsuka
punch
blade would
that
be able to
orb,
cut it
bro,
down.
and he would blow it up.
Wouldn't even be able to see the orb.
Why wouldn't he be able to see the orb? He saw it before in the net.
What? It's no. Okay, inside of it. You're saying like on the inside he would be able to cut
Dude,
it.
he knew.
But he can't see it.
First of all,
trapped.
if he got sucked into it, he would punch the middle. Because you get sucked into the middle of it.
No, I don't even want to have the
he would cut
about
through all
Itachi
the
being,
rock.
no, this is Ratatouille.
You're just mad that the Susanoo
I
is said to be the
promise you I'm
strongest
not. I
ocular
promise
jutsu.
you I'm not mad.
You're
I'm
mad.
just watching Ratatouille right now, bro.
Ratatouille.
This is
What's
Ratatouille.
what's
It took 3 of them.
disingenuous about
It took 3 of them, including a stronger
Prove that
Naruto.
prove that was the threshold.
What do you mean?
The
I don't have to prove that was. I don't have to prove that it
You
was
don't know
the
what threshold
threshold. I
means?
can.
You know what
Noodles,
threshold is?
Hey, Noodles, can I please finish one of my sentences in response to you? You're prompting responses and then cutting me off. Like, come on.
You can, I suppose. I'll give you permission. So go.
You suppose?
I suppose.
All right, bro.
I'll give
All
you
right, look at
permission.
this motherfucker. You look at this motherfucker, y'all. Ratatouille.
I'm not being
Ratatouille.
rad. I'm literally saying you can go.
Anyway, yeah, I know. You were like, I suppose you can go, Swag. Folding your arms, stroking your fucking beard, and twirling your mustache.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, but anyway, okay, so, bro, what I'm saying is I don't have to prove it. I'm just going to say that based on the way that the series frames it, it is just heavily narratively implied that it took the combined efforts of Itachi, Naruto, and B, and Naruto, who was stronger and fought pain, self-admitted, by the way, to blow up the Chibaku Tensei core. Okay,
I don't think that proves that.
Saying that Itachi can do it solo is just cap. It's just cap emoji.
No, it's
cap
not.
emoji. I'm a open up chat. Oh, I don't know if I should open up chat.
Alright, I'm gonna say
I'm
this.
gonna open up chat and I'm gonna type in the cap emoji, and you're just gonna have to take my word for it.
You can appeal to chat all you want, but that doesn't bother me.
I'm not appealing to chat. I'm just.
You're
sending
appealing
the
to
cap
chat.
emoji.
What I'm gonna say is about this.
Paying Itachi.
The issue here is that we don't necessarily know the durability of the chaotic Shinra Tensei because we only saw them do that one big launch of trio attack. We never see them launch like 1 attack or 2 attacks. We only saw that one instance. So there's like nothing to suggest that they couldn't do it with less power. That's kind of like the problem here.
He can do it solo is just like
You're
bro,
mad?
that shit
Okay,
is
listen.
so
It's stated to be.
I'm not mad.
Hold
I
on.
promise.
Let me tell
it
you
is
why
the
these
it is
Yadasaka
the
Monotama beats are
most
OP as fuck.
baseless assumption. It is the
Let me
most
tell you why these
baseless
Yadasaka
assumption
Monotama
in
beats
the
are
whole
OP as
debate.
fuck. Let me tell you this. So you're saying that it's narratively implicative that it took all three of them to break the threshold. Not only is that never
Yes.
stated in the narrative, which you just made up, it's also just shown that Yadasaka Monotama
I didn't say it was
beats.
stated. I said it was implied.
Okay, so you're just using this implied narrative cope? There's no implied narrative. If there's nothing in the
Sure,
narrative
it's
that says
implied
it.
narrative cope.
Yeah, there's nothing implying it. What statement implies it? What feat implies it? What in the narrative implies it?
The fact that all three of them attack it and then it blows up.
That's just
that is what
could just be-
Kishimoto meant to convey.
No,
That is what Kishimoto meant
so what
to
if
convey.
I say
and Itachi
what if
came
I
up
say
with a plan.
what if I say Kishimoto was just minting to portray Itachi as being super smart and safe? Like he's like, all right, let's all three shoot at it just to be safe that we're gonna blow it up. What if I think that's what?
But that's not what he
Kishimoto's
said.
saying?
But that's not what he said.
He
But
didn't
that's
say
not
what
he
you said either. So we're just both baselessly interpreting it. It's crazy, right?
No, he didn't say what I said, but three people
Okay,
did
so by
attack
the same
it.
logic,
And
he didn't
then
say what I
it's-
said
but-
either. The equal
But
interpretation.
three people did attack it.
Doesn't mean
three
it's a
people
threshold,
did
though.
attack
That
it.
doesn't-
Three
That doesn't mean
people
it's
did
in
attack
threshold.
it.
Doesn't mean it's a threshold.
Three people
Prove
did
it's a
attack it.
threshold. You
I don't have to prove that.
I'm gonna pause off the stream here and finish off here. There's gonna be a part 3. I'll raid you back.
I am back.
W. I thought you left.
My phone died.
Damn. Alright. I'll pull it back.
Right.
Yeah.
You don't have to put it back. I already watched it a few times.
Oh, okay.
It's the threshold. I just think the fact that three attacks were launched at it.
Sad face, I'm the only one that hasn't pre-watched it.
Well, no. I just watched. I watched some like parts just just let it stream. So I just know some parts. So it's
Yeah. They're on
the visions thing, right? Yeah.
the trio attack. They're on the What could the Yasuka beat alone destroy the chaotic Shinra Tensei and then like
the Chibaku Tensei, yeah.
Obviously Swag is arguing that it needs all three.
Yeah.
I don't know why. I don't really know. One thing about this point, it's just a point the Noodles didn't really have to make. But yeah, I guess it's a decent way to cancel out the Chibaku Tensei with something. But
yeah,
just like make it so the Chibaku Tensei has a possible out for Itachi. So I guess that's probably why you argued it.
Yeah, definitely. Also, because we've never seen Chaotic Shinra Tensei even like seal anyone particularly. We don't necessarily like whether someone could actually break out or not afterwards.
Yeah, he doesn't. Yeah, you only used it one time, so
yeah.
like Pain only used it one time, and then Nagato used it once as an Edo.
Yeah, definitely. All right, I'll continue.
That is like implicative of the fact that it took at least two of them to blow it up.
No, that doesn't even make sense. If it took either your argument it takes 3 or it doesn't take, or like why 2? That's so arbitrary. It's like this, right? The Susanoo itself is stated to be the strongest ocular jutsu. That's stronger than any of Pain's abilities at that point. It just is. Because that Pain's in the third data book, that's including him. So it's stronger than fucking
Chibaku
him.
Tensei is a hacks. It doesn't have to be like what would you say that the Susanoo is stronger than Kamui?
How much durability is the I think that the hacks of the for one, I do think that Chibaku Tensei has AP. I just don't think it's that impressive. I think that the hack
It's a really bad argument.
is pretty good. See,
because it's like
Which part?
Because Kamui's like an entrance to like a spatial.
I guess Swag was just trying to like compare like hacks to hacks, you know?
Yeah.
Because he's trying to argue Chibaku Tensei's a hacks, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, but I'm guessing they're trying to argue like straight AP, like not necessarily like
Yeah, Noodles said it does have some AP, but he didn't think it was really impressive.
Yeah.
I mean, it's alright.
But and then again, only Kakashi has access to jutsu. Obito doesn't have access to that jutsu. You can only like bring people to and from memory.
He can suck people into it, but they just have to be close to him.
Yeah. But he doesn't kill them like that. It's just transporting them to the other world, isn't it?
Yeah, well, yeah, he just transports them there, and then they just die because I guess they never get to come out. They just starve to death in there.
Yeah.
Right, it couldn't hold the Nine Tails, but it might be able to hold like a lesser Jinchuriki or something like that. But what I'm gonna argue about it is, like, I do think Sasuke Susanoo would body the fuck out of the Nine Tails. To be honest, I think it would. So that's what my opinion is. I think it would block his Biju bombs, and I think he could steal the Nine Tails' soul with it. And I don't think the Nine Tails can damage him. But the Nine Tails broke out of the Chibaku Tensei. It's the strongest ocular jutsu. It can cut down any enemy. It can repel any attack. It's the most disgusting statement in the entire third data book. It is by far the best scaling in this, and Pain has absolutely no fucking
You think
answer
it would
to
block
it.
the expansive truth-seeking word?
That's not in the third data book, is it?
So it's any attack shown up until
the
post
Itachi
third
and
data
Pain
book.
fights, because those are the last thing talked about in third data book. So yeah, anything up until those points, which I think is fine. It blocks the Nine Tails, blocks all the Biju, it fucks up everyone in the verse to that point. He's the strongest character at the time that's revealed. By far. Not even close. Like, Pain is a Sannin level fighter, like just above Sannin. Every time a Sannin level fighter like Orochimaru approached Itachi, he got farted on. Like, the beginning of this debate was just us talking about whether or not, like, Pain can even just resist getting mugged by Itachi, like, just getting stared at.
No. It was us talking
even
about whether or not Pain is faster than Konohamaru.
We were on. That was
rat
a side point.
motherfucker.
No, we were talking about the
you were sitting there like,
we were talking about the
all the Pains are the same speed, and Konohamaru mogged them, so you know we can move on from this fucking.
I'm not moving on. You're gonna eat this one. I'm feeding it to you whole, buddy. You're gonna eat this fucking argument. What I'm gonna say is this: the Itachi scaling by that time in the series is the strongest. It's by far the most powerful, and he's also
Whatever you say, bro.
Yeah, I know. Whatever I say is right, because I'm the fucking Naruto king. I'm the king of the jungle. I'm the king in this bitch. Anyway,
You got Itachi over Obito?
Fuck yes. Obito was so scared of Itachi that he wouldn't even go to the village with Pain's help. He was like, oh, we can't go to the village. That shit's off limits. That's off limits, bro. But then Minato's over here saying that Pain, or like Obito would body the fuck out of Pain, and he was his pawn. Narratively, Itachi is above him.
Itachi below Obito in your video.
I know, that was an old ass video. That was 4 years ago now.
Okay. I got you with the same shit you got me on.
Oh, you're mad then.
No, the reason
that video
Obito...
was intentionally provocative. That video was meant to make people mad so they'd come debate me. That was the purpose of that video. That was literally my first ever edited, like properly edited video ever.
All right, well, yeah, I remember that Nairobi list. I remember that Nairobi list where he had Itachi below Orochimaru.
That was old. That was even older than that video, bro.
I know that shit. No, I'm just talking about it like that shit was funny and that shit was crazy.
Man,
but
anyway, I wouldn't disrespect Giovanni over here. I'll get him back in here, buddy, and you could handle. You can have him.
Fucking. What was I gonna say? The only reason that Obito. No, the only reason that Obito didn't. The only reason. No. I'm not. I just think that list was funny.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Well, he thinks you're funny. Here,
okay.
Come here, Giovanni. Here, come here. He's talking.
As I was saying, fucking.
He's talking shit about your Naruto tier list, bro.
I still think.
I'm not. No, I wasn't talking shit about it. I was just saying that's at odds with what you're saying right now.
Dude, he wasn't gonna get on you. He's just being funny. He doesn't care.
Yeah.
I'm just talking shit. But anyway,
Anyway, what was I gonna fucking say? Oh yeah, the reason why Obito didn't want to attack the village was so that Itachi would keep gathering Biju for him, because he and Kisame go after Roshi.
No,
right
it was actually because he made a
fight.
pact with Itachi not to attack the village because Itachi threatened to
Right,
kill him.
and Itachi, if Obito honored that pact, would continue gathering Biju for him like he did when he and Kisame went to go get Roshi.
So what? Why did he say that we would have attacked way sooner than if Itachi died quicker or something like that? He said they said they would have attacked way sooner, but they held off.
Right. I'm
about
about to answer your question by saying exactly what I just said. The reason is because if Obito didn't do that, Itachi would have defected from the Akatsuki, and they would have had a harder time capturing the other Biju.
Or it's because he was scared that Itachi would kill him, like he said. He said that if
Itachi
both
knew
interpretations all my secrets, he would have killed me.
Yeah, both interpretations are valid, I guess. But
Either
then
way,
Minato talks about Obito like he's the strongest member of the Akatsuki.
Obito talks about himself in a very arrogant light. I agree.
I said Minato talks about him like he's the strongest member of the Akatsuki.
Well, I think he can recognize that Itachi isn't actually trying to kill Naruto. Like I don't even think he's really interacted with Itachi other than like the part 1 scene. Like he hasn't really seen what Itachi can do. So his knowledge is just incomplete. You just got knowledge checked. So that point's irrelevant.
Minato got knowledge checked, you're saying?
Yeah, you basically you can't prove Minato has knowledge of Itachi at full power. Nobody does, actually, because he holds back in every fight in the series. But yeah.
That's such an NLF shit, bro. Like, that's crazy.
It's not an NLF. I'm not saying there's no limit to Itachi's power. I'm saying that nobody in the series knows
that
how strong he is.
And that kind of is NLF. Like, anytime Itachi
the limit is just everybody in the series. That's the limit. I'm not saying anybody else. Maybe Zetsu knows. Maybe. That's it.
Zetsu doesn't because Zetsu's surprised by Yaramir.
Okay, so nobody. If Zetsu doesn't fucking know, nobody knows.
Sure.
Okay, so yeah, nobody knows how strong Itachi is. So Minato's statement does not actually narrate. He does know how strong Pain is, though. He's watching Naruto fight him, so he knows. He saw him.
Yeah, and he talks about Pain like he's fucking invincible. All knowing.
Minato does it. Minato calls him a
strongest man in the Akatsuki.
What is the answer to the Susanoo, Yaramir, and Totsuki blade? He doesn't have any. He loses.
Chibaku Tensei. I already talked about that.
All right,
Chibaku Tensei.
I think we're ready to conclude.
Yeah, sure. If you want.
All right, I'll let you go first since I concluded last time. If you want.
No, you can go first.
You want to roll some dice?
Fuck it. Do we have like a die roll bot that we can add?
I can put it on. I can put it on face. Oh, hold on, real quick. I want to talk about one more argument. All right, is that okay before we conclude? Just one more point. It's a Tsukiyome. I forgot to bring it up.
Sure.
Oh
my god, we can talk about it.
All right.
Fucking Tsukiyome.
The Tsukiyome is literally a 4D infinite size nightmare realm that gets shoved into anybody's mind that can perceive.
Can you prove that it would work on a Rinnegan user?
Yeah, it would. It's stated to go beyond the It's stated Itachi mastered the had mastery even beyond the Mangekyo Sharingan.
That doesn't mean that it would work on a Rinnegan user.
Prove the Rinnegan has Genjutsu resistance.
It does.
Prove
it stopped the infinite Tsukuyomi.
No, his Susanoo did. Stated that Susanoo blocked the light.
Yeah, for everybody else. But Sasuke's Rinnegan is what allowed him to not get trapped in the infinite.
No, it was the light. That's why none of them got blocked. All Sasuke said, his Rinnegan might be able to do it. His Rinnegan might be able to block it. And he's the true user of a Rinnegan. Pain can't even use the true power of the Rinnegan because it's not even his Rinnegan. The true power of a Rinnegan is revealed when it's returned to its original owner.
You admitted that Sasuke said his Rinnegan would be able to block the infinite Tsukuyomi.
No, he said it might be able to. He doesn't even confirm it. And it's his Rinnegan. It's his Rinnegan, his Renotomo Rinnegan. Or his Tomo Rinnegan.
Can we get the scan?
We can get it. We can get it.
Cool.
Outside of that, though, it's actually the Susanoo that blocks it. By the way, the Susanoo, the regular jutsu from the Mangekyo, can block the Renotomo Sharingan from Kage Genjutsu.
It's like 6 paths amped Susanoo that's blocking the infinite Tsukuyomi. But the idea here is that it's a 6-path Tsukuyomi and a 6-path Rinnegan. So you scale that down to a regular Rinnegan and a regular Tsukuyomi. It doesn't work.
Hold on.
Tsukuyomi also what you would also
that
have to
doesn't scale like that. That was a complete assumption. Firstly, it's stated that
I know it is an assumption. I know it's an assumption, but I think that it's a reasonable assumption.
Then you're basing that on nothing.
But what I was also gonna say.
You have nothing to base that on. Please give me something to base that on. What are you making?
Sasuke has a 6-path Rinnegan, and the infinite Tsukuyomi is a 6-path.
He's also the original user of it. That is his Rinnegan. Pain is not using his original Rinnegan.
Why does that matter?
It's stated that the true power of the Rinnegan is revealed when it's returned to its original owner. So that means Pain is the worst Rinnegan user in the series. He's not even of Uchiha blood.
That's not true. Pain uses the Rinnegan abilities better than anybody else does. He's the only one who uses all 6. None of them even use it.
That is the dumbest statement I've ever heard in my life. He uses it better
than
Kage and Sasuke.
Yeah, I mean, they have extra abilities that he doesn't have access to, but that's it.
What extra abilities does he use that they don't have access to?
No, they have access to extra abilities that he doesn't.
So they have better Rinnegan abilities, is what you're telling me.
Right, but that doesn't make them better users.
Yes, like Sasuke uses the Almighty Pool and everything else. He's nasty with it. He uses.
He doesn't use. When does he?
He uses 8. Pain couldn't even use 1.
When does he use Naraka and like shit like that? Like Sasuke's stronger. That doesn't make him a better Rinnegan
probably because they're fodder ass jutsu. The only fucking soul that the Naraka path ever. No, dude, the Naraka lost.
I said Asura.
The Ashura path, the one that can steal souls, right?
No, that's the one that can make extra limbs and shoot missiles and shit.
That one is the worst Pain. That's
No, it gives him extra. No, giving himself extra arms is useful. Come on, he would have been able to
extra
like
arm.
shit
Okay,
on
so
Naruto's shadow.
so what
clones.
would you say? Giving yourself extra arms or fucking teleporting?
No, I mean the teleportation is good, but what I'm saying is Sasuke doesn't use it to its full
It's
maximum
probably
extent.
because he
The way that
doesn't. It's
Nagato
probably
does.
because it's ass compared to them. Like Pain's, like that jutsu's probably terrible compared to what he can use.
So if you're saying that Pain is like the weakest Rinnegan user, I agree with that, but that doesn't make him the worst.
He's
he
the
uses
worst.
his Rinnegan to
He
the
doesn't-
max in a way that the
he
other
can't
characters
even
don't.
use its true power, bro. He's not the original owner, so there's no proof he can resist genjutsu. None. He loses the genjutsu. The
But
Tsukiyomi-
there's also no proof that it would work on him either. The
There's no-
Rinnegan has genjutsu resistance, as shown when Sasuke was able to resist Infinite Tsukuyomi with
that
it.
he didn't resist it. It was the Susanoo that blocked it. The Mangekyo
Yeah,
Sharingan
do we have
ability.
the scan? Do we have the scan?
6, can you grab that? So I
Like
don't-
where Sasuke mentions the Rinnegan resisting the Infinite Tsukuyomi?
Yeah, hold on.
How long has this debate been going, by the way? I haven't even noticed.
Oh, really?
Even if he's able to pull this off, he's still gonna bring it back to pain.
Mm.
I'm not gonna.
Yeah.
A really, really long time, so I want to move on to conclusions.
We will
soon.
after the Tsukiyomi point, I promise. That's the last thing I want to talk about.
The other thing I wanted to say is you would have to prove that it would affect Nagato and not the
Wait,
Pains
what-
individually
talk about that
because
in a
they have their own chakra
Hold on,
network.
hold on,
talk
hold on,
about
hold on,
that
hold on. What
individually.
exactly do y'all want me to get?
The
The
scan.
shit where Sasuke says his Rinnegan would be able to resist Infinite Tsukuyomi.
It's not. That's not what it says. It actually says the Susanoo blocked the light.
Hold on.
That scan.
Because
It's right after the Infinite Tsukiyomi gets cast by Ten Tails Madara. It's right then.
Also, Sasuke has resistance to Tsukuyomi with the base Sharingan, and the Rinnegan is just a
You know
higher
why?
level
You know
of
why
the
that's the
Sharingan.
case? Why that's stated?
Please don't say it, bro.
I'm
Go
about
for
to.
it.
Who do you reckon is winning so far? Dr. Sour just asked that in the chat.
Yeah. I'm not sure. It's like, well, I think Noodles has won most of the important points, I would say.
I think he has. I think he's won like all the win cons because the only win con Swag gave Pain is the Chaotic Shinra Tensei, but like Noodles argued that Pain would already be dead before he gets there.
Yeah, he also just I'm pretty sure Swag also agreed Yadamir would block Shinra Tensei, and then Chibaku Tensei, the big rock. They were talking about that for a while. I don't really Swag really didn't prove that he could hold it up for a significant period of time.
Oh yeah.
But, with the arguments he presented.
Definitely,
Yeah.
but I think that's the only win con if he did win any. What's that? But
Mhm.
like, the thing is, even if you say that he did that, all Noodles' win cons would happen before that happens.
Yeah, varying the speed on I guess the speed point would be what matters, but
Yeah.
yeah, they went over the whole light speed Itachi, water bullet, Kakashi, Pain. They went over that. Noodles. I think I would say Noodles probably won that point as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
I would say Noodles won the more important points.
Essentially, I think that's basically it.
But please
Why
don't
is
say
it?
it.
Hey Frankie, you're back.
It's stated because here I'll get the statement for you. Hold on, yeah.
Please don't say it's because Itachi was holding back.
No, I'm not gonna say that. There's a better reason.
Okay.
There's
Cool.
this actually helps support my point. What I'm about to tell you. So that feat is actually an anti-feat for the Rinnegan, and I'll tell you why. Hold on, let me find it real quick. It's in my Pain anti-feat
Do you have the
section.
page before this? 6? Wait, what chapter is this actually?
677.
All right, before we get to that, I want to talk about this point real fast about the Sasuke thing being able to resist the Tsukiyomi, so that doesn't get just lost in translation.
Sure.
What's the chapter that Sasuke resists the Tsukiyomi? Does anyone know?
I don't. It's like
300.
300.
You're the man,
something.
bro. You're that fucking Naruto. What's it called? The Naruto calculator. You got that shit memorized, bro.
Wait, hold on. What were y'all talking about? I had
What's the when does Sasuke or does Itachi and Sasuke have the Genjutsu battle with the Tsukiyomi? When's that happen? What chapter?
When Sasuke breaks it?
Yeah.
387.
387. All right, so they're beefing right here. They're fighting Genjutsu. Da 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 da. Hold on. 388.
Yeah, what? It literally says it. Rinnegan Genjutsu can be dealt with Rinnegan, probably. Which means Sasuke's left eye is necessary.
Hold on,
Kakashi
I'll
says.
explain it in a second. Give me a second. We're going to talk about this point first. Okay. Okay. So here's the first scan.
Yeah.
Here's the second scan.
It's stated in the data book that Sasuke breaks through it.
I know
with
he does. I
Sharingan
know he
Mastery
breaks through it.
too.
There's a couple reasons why he broke through it. If we were using the novels, I could I'll explain the novels to you, but it won't count towards the debate. I'll explain what they say in the novels.
Can you do it like off stream? I guess.
Yeah, I'll explain it to you off stream because it's actually a really good reason for why he broke it.
Okay, cool.
Okay, so this is what Zetsu says about it. He said, "You broke through my Tsukiyomi. How come Sasuke isn't down for the count?" Zetsu says, because he didn't get hit with the Tsukiyomi, and then Black Zetsu replies to White Zetsu, and he says, "Someone who only has a normal," or this is White Zetsu. He says, "Someone who only has an ordinary Sharingan isn't supposed to able to win against the Mangekyo." And then Black Zetsu says, "The ordinary Sharingan is still a weapon, and a weapon can either be strong or weak depending on the ability of the person wielding it." So he's basically saying that if you're skillful enough with the base Sharingan, you can break through the Tsukiyomi, right? That's what he's saying?
Yeah.
Okay.
Which means Sasuke is more skilled with the base
That's
Sharingan.
fine. Or yeah, that's fine. You can say that they're
Itachi
equal or he's better, and I don't really care about any of that. What I'm gonna argue is that Itachi is more skilled at Genjutsu than Pain has ever displayed. So even though Itachi has a greater
Itachi is better at Genjutsu than Sasuke. The Genjutsu skills.
Yeah, I agree, but that's not really relevant. What I'm gonna say is that even though Sasuke had an inferior evolution of the Sharingan, just like we were arguing with the Rinnegan, it's like you said, it was like an evolution. Even though Sasuke had an inferior evolution, he still used it skillfully enough to break out of the Tsukiyomi. Itachi can do the exact same thing and use it skillfully enough to capture and paralyze Pain and destroy his psyche. Does that make sense?
No, the Pain would just bust out of it because
Pain
is better at using the Rinnegan than Itachi is at using the Mangekyo.
Prove it. Prove that he has better Genjutsu resistance than Itachi can cast.
Nobody has ever tried to use ocular Genjutsu on Pain ever.
So he hasn't ever fought.
Itachi doesn't even attempt.
Itachi
doesn't. Yes, he has. Nagato fights Itachi, and Itachi doesn't try to use ocular Genjutsu on him one time.
He bodied him quicker than that without using it. But let's say he does.
Yeah, I don't think he'd body him quicker than with Tsukuyomi.
Yeah, he did. I mean,
which would be like that. No,
either way, it was a quick fight. Either way,
yeah, I'm wagging my finger. I'm wagging my finger.
Either way, it was a quick
fight. He didn't
fight.
try to use Tsukuyomi, and that would have been the most efficient
This is
way
the type
to
of
win.
points you have to try and grab because you can't win any major ones. But anyway, we're gonna talk about the Tsukiyomi now. So that Tsukiyomi, he might have just chose not to use it. He didn't have to use it. But if he did use it, what's the proof that Pain can resist it? You can't just say it's narratively implied.
Has ever. What do you mean it's not? I can't just say it's narratively implied.
That's just
it is because Itachi never
You are not
even
the author.
tries it.
You don't know what the intention of the narrative is. We can both interpret.
You think you can't do narrative analysis unless you're the
you
author of the work?
But if there's two equal interpretations, it's like if two people interpreted a song differently. Who's to say one's right over the other? You can't. It's subjective.
I'm not telling you that you're wrong 100%. No, that's not how I do this shit anyway. I'm just telling you that my interpretation is valid.
I don't think it is because there's no proof that he has Genjutsu
really,
resistance on that level.
Your interpretation is valid either.
He can't use
right?
the I don't think that there's any implication that because Itachi didn't use the Tsukiyomi that he wouldn't or that he needed it. He could have just thought that he would body the fuck out of him without it, and he did. Do you agree that there's no actual Genjutsu resistance feats besides even Inoichi penetrated this motherfucker's mind, bro? Inoichi got in. How is Itachi not gonna get in?
It was when he was dead, bro. It was when he was dead.
He's still able to get through the side blockers in his mind.
If you're talking about Inoichi penetrating his mind, that's not Inoichi's specialty. That is what Inoichi.
You think he's better at penetrating minds than Itachi? You think Inoichi's better at mind hacks than Itachi?
Well, we're talking about Inoichi
this is the
to
equivalent of the Shikamaru Pain thing, by the way.
Let me finish.
Inoichi's doing it to a corpse with no chakra being fed into it.
Dude, they still say that there's Genjutsu traps in there. There's still chakra in there.
Yeah, but not Nagato's chakra to disrupt
There's
this shit, bro.
genjutsu traps. You set those there. Did Pain not set
Right,
those there?
but Nagato is not actively controlling the body, so it's different.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter, dude.
It doesn't have a Rinnegan. It doesn't have an active. It does not have an active Rinnegan in it.
Even perfect Jinchuriki can't break out of the Tsukiyomi.
Yeah, I know.
So are you just acknowledging that it's possible that Itachi could just one-shot Pain with the Tsukiyomi? Like, that's just possible?
Not Pain. If Tsukiyomi works on the Pains, which you have yet to prove, if Tsukiyomi works on the Pains, it could take out individual Pains, but not
all their visions
Nagato.
Connected, though. So they would all
Doesn't
see
matter.
this infinite-size space-time getting shoved in their mind and would fry their psyches.
Then why didn't all 6 of them
you cut out. What'd you say?
Oh, wait, can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you now. What'd you say?
Why didn't all 6 of them see the same genjutsu when they got caught in Frog Song?
Because
it
that
was
wasn't
visual
their vision. That was a
They were
sound
seeing.
genjutsu.
They were seeing it. They were seeing
the
it.
other 3 weren't in there.
They were seeing it.
No, it was it was a sound genjutsu. It wasn't ocular.
But they were still seeing. But they were. Yes, but they were still seeing it.
That's like saying Tayuya's genjutsu is ocular. It's not. It's sound.
No, I'm not saying it's ocular. I'm saying they were seeing something.
The reason that the reason their minds were getting corrupted was because the Frog Song was doing it, though, which is like auditory. It's an auditory genjutsu. It's stated to be. It's not ocular. That's just wrong.
Okay. No, you're not getting what my point. You're not getting what my point is here. Their vision is linked, right?
Yes. But they weren't seeing anything. The other Pains weren't seeing anything. They were hearing something that was causing it. They weren't seeing it.
Okay, again, why weren't they seeing the big cube of water and the frogs and shit that were surrounding
They saw that.
Pains?
They were just incapacitated. That's just the narrative way it was
shown.
No,
they did see it. They did see it. They did see it.
No, there's no proof of that. That's just the sound making that. That's the sound causing that. That's the auditory
causing them to see it. Causing them to see that hallucination.
That's just their
yes.
mind.
Okay,
that's
six. Do you have the chapter?
That also proves that they can't even get out of a fucking other genjutsu too. So
chapter for what?
The chapter for Frog Song.
So what if he just bodies Tendo with the Tsukiyomi?
Sage genjutsu. Isn't it stated to be like the strongest genjutsu or something?
380.
It is. Both Itachi's is too.
Okay, well there you go. It's at least Tsukuyomi level genjutsu then.
Yeah, either way, even if you say that they're both the strongest, like I don't really care. That's just a contradiction. But even if they're both the strongest, it still shows that Itachi can't, like, even a non-Rinnegan user can genjutsu him if they're skillful enough. So like, even a non-Mangekyo user can do it, and the Mangekyo is capable of genjutsuing them. Even if you just say it's like Tendo Pain, that's good enough.
You can't prove that.
He could just Tsukiyomi Tendo Pain and then kill all the others with his Totsuka and Yadamir, and they're done. Like,
nope.
I can't prove what?
You can't prove that it works.
Yes, I can. It's literally, dude, I scaled it to an infinite-sized 4D time space.
Right, but you can't prove it works on a Rinnegan user.
Why can't I? What proof does the Rinnegan have for genjutsu resistance?
Well, Sasuke was able to resist Tsukiyomi with the base Sharingan. The Rinnegan is a higher tier than the base Sharingan, and also Sasuke's Rinnegan was able to resist.
I already explained this to you, that it depends on the skill of the user.
No, you explained that it depends on the skill of the user, then baselessly asserted that Pain is not skilled.
No, it's not baseless. It's that he doesn't have
that
a
is
Rinnegan.
Baseless.
No, I told you about the statement that the original wielders, when the Rinnegan's true power comes out, when Sasuke states that
doesn't mean that Nagato isn't skilled.
I'm not done. I am not done. I am not done, bitch.
Hold on, bro. Let him finish.
Yeah, I'm sick of you doing that, bro. You're pissing me off.
Anyway. I thought I was in the middle of talking. Sorry, I didn't mean to.
Yeah, your fucking brain just fucking miswired there and fucking went out crazy, didn't it? Anyway. What I was gonna say is that this Tsukiyomi is the strongest ocular jutsu outside of the Kodo Matsugami. So it's the strongest ocular genjutsu. And Sasuke breaking out of it is basically just, the reason he broke out of it was because he was so skilled with the Sharingan that he was able to do it. What proves that Pain has the same level of skill with the Rinnegan?
I don't have to prove that Pain has the same level of skill with the Rinnegan.
So it probably made my body.
No, shut up, dude. You just
go ahead, bitch. Go ahead, bitch. Go ahead.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay, so as I was saying,
I had to do that. I had to do that.
Sorry.
Cut him off too.
I'm sorry, bro.
Chill out.
I'm sorry.
Go ahead, Swag.
So, as I was saying, I don't have to prove that Pain has the same level of skill as Sasuke because he has a higher degree of dojutsu.
We already
than
literally
Sasuke
the
did,
argument
who broke
I
free of
just used
Itachi's.
debunks the whole higher level thing. Like Sasuke.
No,
it's not
it
the higher level
doesn't.
that
No,
matters.
no,
It's not the higher
no.
level.
Let me no. Hold on. It doesn't debunk it because you hold on. You said that Nagato needs the same level of skill as Sasuke, but no,
Yes.
he doesn't because Sasuke has a lower dojutsu.
Okay,
than
they
Pain
literally
does.
talk about this in the Zetsu scan. It's still a weapon.
Right?
And it
Yeah.
depends on the ability of
Right.
the-
No. Let
I'm not
me
done.
explain it.
I'm
No.
not done. Swag, shut
Bro,
the fuck up.
you talked for so long and then don't even let me finish a compound sentence.
You're just mad that I'm spitting.
No,
bro.
come on.
I'm
No.
spitting.
Let me finish.
I'm
no,
spitting,
no.
Swag.
Okay, if you're spitting, then why are you so afraid for me to
I'm not
finish?
afraid. Go ahead.
Chill. Go.
Okay, you said the thing with Sasuke, right? I'm going to can you put that fucking scan in chat so I can read this shit to everybody again?
I already did.
No, okay, can you
on
put it in
screen.
chat
Yeah,
again?
yeah. Here.
Yeah, the one that's on screen again.
Here, this right here. This part.
Yeah, can you put it in chat?
In chat again? Oh, okay, you want it like in the scans chat?
Yeah. I want to be able to pull it up on my own monitor.
Okay, here you go. It says the ordinary Sharingan is still a weapon, and a weapon can either be...
No. Can you put it in chat? I want to read it on screen myself. I want to be able to highlight a particular thing. Please just put this shit in the fucking Discord.
Oh, I'm sending it in the wrong server. Oh, my bad, bro. I was like, I already did. What's he confused about? Go ahead.
Yeah, you're making fun of me for my fucking brain malfunctioning or whatever.
Yeah.
All right, so the ordinary Sharingan is still a weapon, and a weapon can be either strong or weak depending on the ability of the person using it. Someone carrying a shuriken might still lose to pebbles thrown by an adept.
Exactly.
Okay? So here's the thing.
So in this case,
okay, no. Let me finish. Let me finish.
And Pain is the shuriken.
Let me finish. No. Let me
but
finish.
Itachi's the adept against
No. Noodles, please let me finish because this is extremely important.
Go ahead.
You said that Pain needs to be of the same skill level as Sasuke. And I am saying that is not true because as you just said for me, thank you, that in this case, Pain is the shuriken and Itachi is the pebble, which means that Pain needs to be significantly less skilled in order to break the Tsukuyomi than Sasuke was. I don't have to prove that shit at all.
Yeah.
All I have to prove is that Pain is marginally skilled with the Rinnegan, which he routinely
That's
demonstrates
not what you have to prove.
is.
Hold on, this is the
No,
goalpost.
Pain
You're
is
shifting
more
the goalpost.
skilled with
Shifting the
no.
Shifting goalpost fallacy.
Pain is. I wasn't done talking. I was
go
not
ahead.
finished
Go
yet.
ahead.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Pain is the most skilled user of the Rinnegan we see because he uses his dojutsu to the max. In a way that Sasuke doesn't, Madara doesn't, Kaguya doesn't. Kaguya doesn't use Asura, she doesn't use Naraka. Sasuke doesn't use Asura or Naraka. They don't use the animal path. Most of these motherfuckers don't even use the fucking human path. The human path is not an ass ability.
Yes, it is. It only works on Shizune, bro. That's the best person it worked on.
It doesn't work on Shizune.
That's who the human path, the one that
Kabuto,
stole the soul?
Kabuto was afraid that Sage Kabuto was afraid it was going to work on him.
The human path? Which one's the human path?
Yeah. Ningendo, the one that rips out the soul.
The best one it worked on was not fucking it was not Nagato. It was Shizune. That was the best one it worked on.
No, Sage Kabuto was afraid that Obito was going to rip his soul out.
When does he say this?
It was either him or Yamato, one of the two.
I don't remember this statement, bro.
It's like at the very beginning of the war, but Obito's like, yeah, I'm gonna rip out Yamato's soul or some shit.
Yamato. So Yamato's your best scaling?
Yamato's Yamato's
Shut the
stronger
fuck
than
up. No,
Shizune.
he's not. He's not good. He's not good, bro. There's
Stronger than Shizune? What are you? That's
Listen,
come on, he's stronger than
Shizune,
Shizune.
Yamato, pick another fodder. I don't care. They're nothing compared to Itachi.
But they don't even try. They don't even try. That's what I'm saying.
Well,
like Sasuke doesn't even go up to Sakura and just yoink. Oh, okay. You know,
What
I have like medical ninjutsu.
What I'm
going to
argue to you is this: is that in this case, it's saying that the pebbles can be used by an adept to beat Shuriken. So at that point, we do not know at what level of skill is required to make the lower transformation of the Sharingan beat the higher transformation of the Sharingan.
Right, so you can't prove that Itachi can even use Tsukuyomi on Pain.
Hold on, yes I can. Because
it's a baseless
I am
assertion.
proving that Itachi has the potency of universal plus level hacks. Like if you want the scan for that, I can provide it. But he can send a time space into your mind like Gojo's Infinity and destroy your soul in Psyche. Like that is what happened. So if that's the case, that it can destroy your soul and psyche, then that means that Pain's psyche would get destroyed unless he can handle a time space being forcibly implanted into his brain.
If Itachi can even do it, which there's no proof that he can, Pain has never been shown being like felled by a visual genjutsu, and Itachi doesn't even try.
He's never
He
fought
fought
against
Itachi, and
Tsukiyama.
Itachi didn't even try. Itachi didn't even try.
Okay, that doesn't
he
prove
knew
he can
better.
resist it though. That just means it didn't get used because he bodied him in
It
other
heavily
ways.
implies it, so I think I'm ready.
That's
to
just an
finally go
appeal to
conclusion,
ignorance.
bro.
That's
'Cause,
literally
bro,
that's an
I'm
appeal.
hungry as fuck.
You literally just appealed to ignorance. But anyway, the last thing I'm gonna say about this is that if this is the case, Chibaku Tensei doesn't even probably work because there's no proof he can hold it up for even 30 seconds. Even if it did work, I started arguing, like I later clarified that even though I admitted
That's not true
beat him,
because he was,
even though I
like,
admitted
he was
beat him early
pretty
in the debate,
confident. No, he was pretty confident that he captured Naruto, and Naruto about killed himself to get out. So,
no,
yeah.
he didn't.
Yes, he did. He literally busted out the ninth tail, which would have killed him if Minato hadn't been there to stop it.
Why would it have killed him?
What?
Is it because it broke out of the seal, I guess?
Yeah. Ninetales breaks out of
Okay.
the seal and kills Naruto and takes him over.
Yeah, I don't think Naruto was thinking about that though. Either way, it's like this: like Sage Naruto, like is not comparable to the Yadomir and Totsuka blade or the Susanoo. The Susanoo is stated to be the strongest ocular jutsu, which makes it stronger than the Rinnegan. So that means Itachi can supersede the Rinnegan in power. So why can't he also do it in Genjutsu?
But Tsukuyomi.
Why are we specifying Tsukuyomi to not be able to do it?
Because it's stated that the Susanoo is the strongest.
I know. So
ocular
it's also
jutsu.
stated that the Tsukuyomi is the strongest Genjutsu.
Yeah.
Ocular Genjutsu.
So is Frog Song. Yeah, it's the strongest ocular genjutsu.
Frog Song also
and
worked
Pain
on
has
Pain.
a Rinnegan,
Frog Song-
which is Pain has a Rinnegan.
It's like
which
this,
is
right?
which is what? What is?
It's
It's the evolution of the Mangekyo Sharingan,
It's
which
like
is
this,
the
right?
evolution
It's like this, right?
of the
It's like this, right?
Sharingan.
It's like this, right?
Okay.
The auditory genjutsu they used against Pain worked on him. The ocular genjutsu that Itachi is about to use on Pain works on him. There's no proof otherwise. You're just saying that because you want to hope for this dumbass implied narrative cope argument that because Itachi didn't use it against Pain, that means it doesn't work.
bro.
But the fact
Okay,
is, there's
whatever,
zero
sure,
evidence that
yeah.
it wouldn't work. I'm ready
There's
to conclude.
zero evidence that it wouldn't work. No, wait. Did
There
you say
is.
you're ready to go
You're
to
just-
conclusion?
you're just
Did you
having
say
this
that? Did you
dumbass
say you're ready to go to
subjective
conclusion? Did you say you're ready to
Yes,
go to
I'm ready to go to
conclusion, bro?
conclusions.
Okay, cool. I'll let you conclude.
No, you go first.
No, you just got your whole fucking Tsukuyomi 80 million years shit, bro.
No, you go
fucking
first.
You conclude. All right, we'll roll dice for it.
All right, here, I got some dice right here. I'll play D&D, buddy.
Y'all concluding the entire debate?
Here, we're gonna conclude the whole debate. I have some dice. You want me to do it on cam so everyone can see?
So should I like screen share dice or something?
I'm showing it to the camera so everyone on stream can see this.
No, I want to roll my own dice.
No,
I want to roll
fuck
my
you.
own dice.
I love it. I'm the
I'll-
D&D player. Look,
I was about to say
coin.
6.
I'll flip the coin. I'll flip a coin. I'll flip a coin.
dude, let me do it on cam though, because you could change it. Let me do it on cam.
No, wait, it's six.
I'll
Six
stream,
doesn't-
I'll stream my screen.
Okay, fine.
Yeah, I'll call tails. Is that cool with you, Noodles? I call tails. You get heads.
Yeah. What does
If
that
it's
mean
tails,
though?
you
What-
conclude first.
If it's tails,
If it's
I
tails, you
conclude. If it's
conclude
heads, you conclude. Hold on,
Yeah.
let me get on stream real quick.
Okay. Alright, started my stream.
Okay, I'm watching.
Tails. Oh fuck. Shit.
No, I haven't flipped it yet.
I know, but the first flip was tails. I'm pissed. It's about to be heads, bro. I'm so
Okay.
angry. Yeah,
Swag has tails, News has heads.
Yep.
bro. Please, come on. This coin flip. I need this shit.
All
Let's
right,
go.
I'll go first. Okay, so what I'm gonna argue is Swag literally failed to prove that Pain can damage Itachi in any significant way. I proved that the Susanoo was the strongest ocular jutsu, making it stronger than the Chibaku Tensei. I said the Susanoo could blow up the Chibaku Tensei. He had no argument against that. I proved that Itachi could react at light speed. He failed to prove that Pain was light speed. He tried to argue this dumbass Kakashi water bullet point that didn't go through whatsoever. He couldn't prove that it was being used at full power. He even tried to find the arrow under the picture that showed the scene where the water bullet was being used that pointed to it. It didn't say anything about it being used at light speed there.
Yeah,
I
no,
argued
that
that.
was my L.
Stop fucking interrupting my conclusion. Don't do that again.
Yeah, chill out.
So he didn't prove anything in regards to Pain being light speed. I proved Itachi was light speed, and I proved that I proved that Itachi scaled to the Edo Tensei version of himself as well, and that means that the Amaterasu that burned Nagato was too fast for him to push it off or absorb. So I think if he Amaterasu the battlefield, it would Amaterasu all of the pads as well. I think that the Tsukiyomi point went through. Like, he couldn't stop the universal 4D mind hacks that Itachi has being shoved into his brain. Even if it doesn't work on the original Nagato, at least bodies Tendo, and then the rest get mopped with the Totsuka and Susanoo. And Yadamir, which he had no counter to. I mean, I proved it scaled all above him. All attacks will get reflected. Every single one. There's not a single attack Pain has in his arsenal that will damage him. Literally, all of them either get cut down with the Totsuka Blade, Genjutsu, or Amaterasu, and there's zero way for Pain to get the escape. I'm sorry, Swagkage, you got mobbed in this one, bro. It was not close. Like, this was a terrible outlook. That's all I'll say. Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, so first of all, this one was recent, so I'll say this for part of my conclusion. I showed that the Pains were seeing the fucking frog song, and he did not have any answer to that. We just moved on from it. So, there's that. Now, moving on to the rest. Noodles just said a whole lot of shit that he proved that he did not prove. Like, for example, he did not prove that Itachi, sick, scales to Edo Itachi. What the fuck are you doing on stream?
I'm dancing.
I just look up to the stream and see this motherfucker. All right. Anyway, you did not prove that Edo Itachi scales to Sikitachi. You did not prove that Tsukuyomi would be able to catch Nagato. You didn't prove a lot of the things that you would need to prove in order for Itachi to win this. Like, for example, that he would be able to blow up Chibaku Tensei. None of that shit got proved. You made this weak-ass argument about the Rasen Shuriken not scaling to Naruto and then, like, kind of double back on it and went like, oh, sure, got strong. There's a whole lot of back and forth stance changing. You switched from beginning of Shippuden Itachi to Uchiha Hideout Itachi, and then said he would be using a lot more Amaterasus and Tsukiyomis than he would probably be able to, based on what we see of him using, like, 5 or 6 Mangekyo powers, then going fucking blind. And you didn't. There was a whole lot of also, like, oh yeah, he just through all the pains when there's, I don't think, sufficient proof given for Itachi being faster than Pain. There's, like, the fucking light speed shit. You said I didn't prove that Pain scales to light speed. I think I did a pretty good job. So I think that Itachi just gets shit on and overwhelmed. I think that he has to use all his Amaterasus on just, like, the animals from the animal path, and then he just gets gobbled up by the remaining Pains. I think the Preta path, the one that ran in front of a Sage Naruto, throwing Rasen Shuriken, would just run up to him, suck out all his chakra. Pain would stab him in the hands with a fucking Rinnegan rod, and then bam.
You didn't argue that during the debate.
Be like, huh?
You didn't argue Rinnegan rods during the debate. Keep that at your conclusion.
Oh, no, I did.
Whatever.
I brought up the Rinnegan rod.
All right, fine. You
during
can
the
have
debate.
it. It's whatever. Totsuka
Yeah,
wins.
yeah. I mean, it doesn't even matter. Chibaku Tensei, Pain would definitely be able to maintain for long enough to suffocate sick ass, coughing up blood Itachi. He's got that shit for sure, especially when he doesn't start the fight off with a chaotic Shinra Tensei. We didn't even get into, like, intel arguments and stuff, so I won't say anything about that here. But yeah, I think I did a pretty good job. So there we go.
All right. Well, good debate, Swag. I appreciate you for taking the time to give me this rematch. Even though I think you got mogged, it's okay. That was a good debate.
You got your asshole bleached,
No,
buddy.
I didn't, bro. No,
Sorry.
I didn't. Everybody, let's do a 1 in chat if I won. Do a 2 in chat if you think Swag won.
If that's how we're determining who won,
I'm not
think that we
determining
should
who
do...
won that way. I'm just asking chat.
Oh, okay.
1 in chat if I won, 2 if Swag won, bro. 1 in chat if I won.
There's a lot of 2s!
Oh, there's a lot of 1s too. It's kind of mixed, bro.
There are way more damn 2s.
They're
bro.
spamming too. You can't necessarily just quantify it that way. There's a lot more mixed this time around. That's all I'll say.
It's a lot more mixed because
There's
we're
a lot
on
of
your
ones in
channel,
there, bro.
There's a lot of 2s.
Put a polo.
Oh, we don't have to. I mean,
yeah.
You can if you want to. I don't know how to. How do I do that?
Hit the little plus. It's like down by the chat section, right?
I see a dollar and a smiley face. There's no plus and a heart.
What?
I'll give me a screenshot it. I'm doing this.
Yeah.
Hold on.
All right, that's probably it. Any conclusions, right?
Yeah, like
Yeah, like the Tsukuyomi point at the end, dried on for a little bit, but had to get through that. Since they were seemingly using the light speed arguments, I do think the Swag's light speed argument for pain was debunked, and then aside from that, we didn't have any other light speed arguments for pain. So if they're using that as a barometer for speed, then Noodles scaled Itachi higher in speed, and then there you go. Like all the abilities are gonna work. Like Swag agreed at the very start that Amaterasu would damage pain. So even the ones that aren't getting hit by Amaterasu, like the ones like that he argued with abilities can resist it, like Preda and Diva Pass. The other ones would have nothing to do the same. So that's like 4 pass already with Amaterasu. The animals, they're weird. I heard a bunch of arguments from Swag that that they may overwhelm Itachi. They may drain Amaterasu's, but if he just uses Tosca Blade on them, they are no trouble at all.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah, definitely. I agree with that as well. I think Noodles even brought up the Yasuko beads, which is stronger than Amaterasu as well. So it's like basically Itachi has like a ton of win cons on Pain, but Pain has like one, but that's like assuming you still min Swags win cons.
Yeah. Mm.
Alright, that's finishing up the live stream. Tune in for next week. It will be doing another live stream. Another topic, which I will make. That's it for this stream. I'll see you in the next live stream.
Peace out.